Equinox. Happy Mabon. I hope you guys are doing great as we go into our next chapter of the year, which is our fall season. So excited always to do these seasonal live streams because they're super fun to get into. We do a 3-month forecast for all of our 12 zodiac signs and just talk a little bit about the season of fall that is coming up and what it incorporates and includes in our astrology as well as energetically. So if you have not been here before, thank you so much for joining me tonight. My name is Ariel. This is Dragon Tail Tarot. I am an astrologer and a tarot reader, so I incorporate both of those formats into my readings. You'll always get a little bit of information from both the planets and stars and also from the energies and messages of the tarot. So glad to have you here for all of my longtime members and also to those of you who may be brand new out there. I hope you will hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so yet. Join the Dragon family. Also give it that dragon claw up by clicking the like button and let me know you enjoy the content here. And it's so good to see some of my folks already coming into the chat. I see Moonchild. I did give her a wake-up call. She requested. she's my sometimes sleepy Aries, and so she had made a mention on my community post that she needed a wake-up call, so I texted her. Let her know we're about to go live. Good to see you, MT. Hi there, Sharon. And I hope that we have plenty more folks join us throughout the course of the evening. So it's really great to see you. Hey there, GMA5. Good to see you. Thank you for being here. So I've got all my my new setup all done. I redecorated last night. I'm actually glad I'm feeling better. I almost didn't. I wanted to do the live last night because yesterday was the official first day of autumn, but I was just not feeling well. I almost felt like I was getting sick. I felt like a little bit feverish and just kind of run down. So I just said, you know what? I'm going to put it off tomorrow. I'm going to sleep. I'm going to eat. I'm going to rehydrate. And now I am feeling a lot better. So I'm doing good. Yeah, I got my autumn leaves. I got Mr. Spider back up in the chat. He's hanging out. It's gonna get more Halloween-y as we go closer to Halloween. I've got some black crows and ravens to put in there. I got a fat little owl that I love. He's adorable. So we're gonna go ahead and look at our Celtic Wheel of the Seasons, y'all. Let's look at that and take just a peek at this. And talk about the shift that we're experiencing. So we have just completed our tour through the summer season, and our summer signs, of course, are Cancer, Leo, and Virgo. So we have completed this whole quarter of the year right here. We've gone through all of those signs. And so now we're getting ready to go to the next quarter of the year. And of course, all of those, seasons have a mid-season point, which I really love because Lunasa is the mid-season point for summer. Samhain or Halloween, All Hallows, that is the midpoint for fall. Imbolc is the mid-season for spring and winter to spring. And then Belton is, mid-spring, kind of going in towards summer. So here we are, guys. We just went into the autumn equinox, and that means the sun has moved into the sign of relationship-oriented Libra. Libra is all about partnerships. As you can see from the sign of Libra, it's even got the symbol of the scales, the balance, harmony being restored, equilibrium being found. It is the ultimate sign of partnerships, marriages, relationships, co-workers, any kind of one-on-one relating that we do, because its opposite sign of Aries is all about the relationship we have with ourselves, our own personal identity and path in life. And Libra is the opposite from that. It is our relationship with others and how we incorporate the identity into our relationships with other people. So that is our first month of autumn. That is going to end in, around October 21st, 22nd, when the sun moves into the sign of Scorpio. Scorpio is our second sign of autumn. It is very, very typical of autumn to me because Scorpio is intense, it's mysterious, it's dark, it's a little bit hard to get to the bottom of sometimes because it is very, has a lot of layers of mystery and intrigue. Scorpio deals with a lot of intensity. Scorpio is the most powerful sign of the zodiac for just raw, pure power. It's very magnetic. It's very seductive energy as well. So Scorpio is a fixed sign. Libra is a cardinal sign, and that does make a difference to their modality. Libra is cardinal air, so they're very much a leader, very ambitious. They always have something going on. Scorpio is a fixed sign. Fixed signs are more stubborn, they're more set in their ways. It's a little harder to change their mind once they've made it up. It's hard to budge them. They want to do what they want to do and they don't like to be pushed. So it's not surprising that we celebrate, Samhain, All Hallows, the Day of the Dead, during the realm of Scorpio, because Scorpio is that deep journey through the underworld. It deals, it's ruled by Pluto. Pluto has that same connection with Hades and the underworld. Scorpio is also the sign of, life, birth, sexuality, death, and resurrection and transformation. That's why it is the death card. That's our death card ruler in the tarot. It's absolutely about those huge rebirths. Phoenix from the ashes is Scorpio. So that is very much why we celebrate all those very intense but deeply meaningful, very profound celebrations during that time where we really reconnect with passed on loved ones and ancestors as well. Our last sign of the autumn season is Sagittarius. Sagittarius really rules that, transition from autumn into the winter, which Capricorn begins. So Sagittarius is our 9th sign of the zodiac. It is a mutable fire sign, so it is a little more flexible. Mutable signs definitely are. They're more flexible. They're easier to, influence. They're a little more versatile. And, they are fire signs, so they are upbeat. They are energetic. It's the oldest fire sign as well. So in a lot of ways, the lessons of Aries and Leo, our other 2 fire signs, really do come full circle in Sagittarius. I would also say that it's a little bit funny how, I always say Sagittarius has this sort of happy, jolly, ebullient energy. It reminds me a little bit of the Ghost of Christmas Present in, Charles Dickens' Christmas Carol, where he's very happy, eat, drink, and be merry. It's super partying it up, living it up. And I said, that's what happens, all the way leading up to Christmas time. We're spending a lot, probably eating and drinking too much. And then along comes Capricorn and we have to pay the bill. We have to get back on track with our health, etc., because that's such a sign of responsibility. But leading up to it, it's super party time with Sagittarius. So those are our 3 months of the autumn season. These are very much about, as we go into the sections, the first 3 signs are so much about me, myself, and I, my identity, my stuff, the way my mind works. The second one is so much about, your immediate environment and getting to learn about that, home and family, children, pets, personal pride and ego. Virgo, your habits, your routines, your health. Then getting into here, we go really further above because this is getting into our relationship dynamics, our deeper psychology, our sexuality, our higher learning, right? That super truth. Sagittarius definitely rules the search for the ultimate truth, right? So these are really that transition of integrating the things that we've learned about ourselves into our relationships, into the way that, our psyche works, and how do we pursue our personal truth. Then when we go into these older signs, we really get into that higher vibration. Capricorn is those higher goals, ambitions, big career paths, and outer manifestations. Aquarius is the mass consciousness and connecting with the whole. Pisces is the whole, right? So this is really connecting with the whole world, spirituality, metaphysics. This is that representation of the completion of the life and going back into the spiritual form. So it's very exciting taking this tour always through the signs, through the wheel. And so that's what we have coming up. We're going to look at what each of these seasons, each of the 3 months of autumn are going to mean to your sign. Keep in mind, guys, these are general readings. They're not going to resonate with every single one of you out there. As always, I say take what makes sense and leave the rest behind. We are going to first do a quick general read for all of us to just get the energies of what's coming through. I'm going to use a couple different decks, mostly Oracle, and we're going to just look and see what the autumn season has for us as a collective. That's what we're going to do first. I'm using Witch's Wisdom, Witch's Kitchen, my Dragon Oracle cards, and we're going to take a little tour. Let's take a little tour of what the autumn looks like for us in general, guys. So let's start out with our dragon cards. Dear angels, divine beings of light, guardians, ancestors, passed on loved ones, thank you so much for your influence as we enter this time of Mabon, the autumn equinox. And we're here to take a look at what's coming up for the collective right now. For this next 3 months, the seasons of Libra, Scorpio, and Sagittarius. What are these energies going to bring for us? What are these months ahead bringing us as a main point of focus? And let's please start with the Dragon Oracle. We're going to see which of our etheric dragons are helping us through each month at a time. Wow. Ooh, I like all of these. Of course, I love them all because they're dragons, you know. For the month of Libra, we have the deep blue dragon, keeps you safe by clearing your pathway. So I would say that this is a time that it's reminding us that we're protected, clearing the path, clearing obstacles out of our way. Anything that has not been for our highest and best is being removed. You know, trust that you're protected, walk on a path of light. This dragon is great to call on and work with as you clear your path to where you want to go. So if anything's feeling like it's being cleared out for this month, that's absolutely true. Let's go into our next month. What is the next dragon bringing through? This is for the season of Scorpio. Dusky pink dragon from Andromeda prepares all your chakras to embody higher love, accept and radiate higher love, teach others and touch others with its flame. So I would say that through the Scorpio season, love is deepening, right? We're getting more in tune with the music of our heart and soul here. Music may actually play quite a bit of a role in that month of Scorpio, maybe very, very healing, very cathartic for you and for your loved ones. But what I feel, you know, is like we're going from the deep blue dragon that's clearing these pathways, then we're talking about having all the chakras cleared and aligned. And so I really feel that it's, you know, preparing the way, like this Libra season, which is so much about partnerships and alignments and love, is preparing the way for us to embody greater love and connection when we go into that Scorpio season. Next on the list is our Sagittarius month. That's our 3rd month of autumn, and that's being ruled over by the Earth and Fire Dragon. Works with you to clear the 5th dimensional ley lines. It's time for service. When you give, you receive. Right? So I love this one because I am an earth sign Capricorn and I also am a fire dragon. So this one works great for me, and I understand that kind of energy. It can be a little tough. Earth and fire together can be a little bit volcanic, right? There could be some of those eruptions. And I think it's interesting as well because, you know, that last month of autumn is Sagittarius season. It's a fire sign and it's making the way for an earth sign, which comes next in Capricorn. So absolutely, there's a lot of energy of clearing. I feel like what's being cleared away is obstacles first, then the heart. The heart's getting ready. The chakras are being cleared to receive greater love. And once that happens, I feel like that month of Sagittarius, we really start to integrate those lessons. And for many of us, we may kind of say, you know what? It's time to give back. it's time to do something for the earth. As you see this dragon in this, in this picture, is putting his hands on the trees, on the rocks, on the earth, on the fire to, restore the energy and give back, right? So there could be a little bit of that. So next we're going to take our Druidic Animal Oracle. I'm going to do the same thing, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius season, to get an idea of what animal spirits are coming in to help us throughout these 3 months of autumn. All right. All these are very strong. All these are very strong. So first, yeah, these all feel really cozy. There's something very cozy about these. So on the first month of autumn, the Libra season, we do have the otter. And it's interesting we have the otter because that's an animal that really connects to me with compassion, affection. They're very demonstrative of their affection and their connection with each other. And Libra energy is all about that too. So I feel that any kind of obstacles that are being cleared away absolutely are paving the way to create those more cozy, snuggly, affectionate kind of relationships, right? And greater love, greater security within those things. In the center, we've got the cow spirit coming up for Scorpio season along with our pink dragon. And that Highland cow is a very strong goddess energy, very divine feminine. And yet again, also very nurturing, also very loving, protective, kind of a cozy energy, very warm, loving, nurturing, strong empress kind of energy. So I do feel that we'll be giving love from a higher state of grace, a higher state of consciousness. That's what this is all about, right? That is what that is all about. And also, it could be a time during Scorpio season for some of you where you're really thinking about creating that deeper sense of home and hearth, a deeper sense of family and connection, because the cow really does rule those things as well. Going into the last month, Sagittarius season, we've got the wolf card on top of that earth and fire dragon. Like I said, this is so much about giving back. And the wolf is a lone wolf sometimes, but they work within a pack, right? So it's like what one does affects the whole. What you do affects the whole. And I think that that's going to be a very strong month of pathfinding. And if you've already found a good path to be walking on, you're going to be leading others along that sacred journey, that sacred path. These are fabulous. All right. Now we're going to get into one of my favorite parts of this, which is to pull out a sign, a planet, and a house that's going to be affecting us the most for our autumn season. I don't remember. I'm thinking that for the summer, it might have been the 12th house, and I think Saturn and Libra. I think those were the ones that came out for that. I know Libra for sure because, boy, summer was all about personal relationships. It really was. It was for me. And that was the sign that we had ruling the summer in these cards. So first we're going to start out with our zodiac sign. Let's see, Spirit, which one of our zodiac signs is going to be most highlighted, most focused upon, and most important to learn the lessons of, please, through our autumn season, the 3 months of autumn 2021, please. And it is Gemini. Look at that. It is Gemini, another air sign coming up, guys. The energy is communicative, mischievous, lively, witty, fun, and informative. Stimulating exchange is possible. So Gemini is our autumn sign, guys. That is the one that's coming up. So you know what that means. It means that communication is absolutely key. Absolutely key. We've got to talk, we've got to speak, we've got to share information. We've got to keep a flexible mind. Gemini is a mutable sign, so it is very flexible and it is ruled by Mercury. So Mercury's occultations are going to be important. We're actually having a Mercury retrograde next week in the sign of Libra. And so I think that that also comes up very, very strongly. So absolutely, Gemini is in the house for our autumn season. So keep the mind open, keep the mind flexible. Be open to new ways of doing things. You might have relationships that go back and forth, and it's like they got one opinion, you got the other. You got to find a way to meet in the middle, right? So you got to talk it out. Keep an open mind. Keep a flexible viewpoint of how things get done, so that you have a lot more harmony, a lot more fun. Yeah, this is great. Great for talking. Great for sharing. Thank you for that donation, Carmela. Let's get into next a planet. Let's see which planet is going to be guiding us the most. What's going to have the most gravity on us? What lessons do we need to learn this autumn of 2021? Please show us a planet. And it is Jupiter, guys. Oh, so anyone that has some Sagittarius energy, that's going to be a big one too. Your confidence, courage, self-belief, luck, expansion, good fortune, things coming out of stagnation. I feel like what's really happening here, guys, is that things, especially in the communication world, are starting to open up. They're starting to move. If communication or, being able to share your mind with each other was really being stalled out, that's going to create big, big bounds. This could also include travel. This can definitely include travel, movement, going to the next level. That is so, so fun. Yeah, Jupiter's amazing. Jupiter's been very visible in the night sky as well here. Super, super bright. Jupiter is currently in an air sign, actually, of Aquarius. So it will be in Aquarius until the end of the year. Then it will be shifting up into Pisces. So yeah, Jupiter is really blessing us, and it's in a good alignment with that Gemini energy. I feel like this is all about the way the mind works, the way we communicate, the way we share information, really coming full circle. Let's get into the last step, which is the house. That is where the action plays out on. So dear Spirit, show us where this Gemini and Jupiter position plays out. What area of our lives is this mostly going to be applied to and focused on, please? The sixth house. Oh, I like this. Guys, I like this. Sixth house is Virgo energy. So for all of my Virgo people, Virgo influenced people, that's the realm that it's going to play out on. This is habits, routines, the work, health, and duty of your life, your daily habits. So I would say when we have all of this coming together, look at that. I would say that the biggest thing, because it is Gemini and it's Jupiter and it's playing out in the Virgo house, this is telling us that you have to watch your words, your thoughts, your intentions, and what you speak in a big, big way, because those kind of routines and habits do create you. They do create your reality. If you're speaking or thinking out negativity, toxic stuff, or letting other people bring that in, absolutely that's going to hurt. That's going to feel, really rough to you, because the sixth house ultimately is the health of your mind, the health of your body, your habits. So it's, your habits become who you are. And if you put in good habits, if you put in positive thoughts, which Jupiter is definitely all about, you're really going to reap the rewards, and it's going to feel strong within yourself, strong within your body. It's going to build you back up instead of tearing you down, because Jupiter is always good. And if Jupiter is aligning with a sixth house energy, that means good health, that means good habits, that means, positive healing. I think a lot of people are going to be healing things. And because it's the Gemini influence, a big part of what we're healing is definitely going to be the mind It's going to be the way that we communicate. It's going to be the way that we think things into existence. Wow, guys. All right, let's get into next our Witch's Kitchen, and that'll be the last cards we pull for the collective before we go into the individual generals. So I love my Witch's deck. Let's see what our Witch's Wisdom has in store for us. This will be for this next 3 months, please. Ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo. I feel like we're right on target. And let's get some of the Witch's Kitchen. Let's get some herbal magic on top of this. Wow. Nice. Really nice. Okay, so for the season of Libra, the first month of autumn, we have the earth element grounding. And so this really is a nice transition from the sign of Virgo into the sign of Libra, because, you know, Virgo is about the earth. It is about, you know, the harvest, the agriculture. And I feel like that's coming through really strong with this card. But it's also saying that this should be a month of grounding, stability, getting in touch with yourself, right? Working on that root chakra, getting very connected to those elements. On top of this, we have garlic, which of course to me is very, very tasty. I love garlic. I cook with it all the time. But you know, this is always a herb that's been used to repel and absorb negativity. That's why, you know, in the old-timey monster movies that, you know, dealt with the vampires, right? This could be taken to say, yeah, on the same level, you're repelling and absorbing, you know, the energy, negative intentions of anybody. And you do that by getting grounded, and you do that by protecting your energetic layer. You can call out to Archangel Michael or anyone that you work with to help protect you. And sometimes, yeah, there are rituals and spells that do include garlic. Like I think there's one where you put garlic on all 4 corners of your house kind of thing, because it repels and absorbs negative intentions, negative energies. And so for any of you, you know, through Libra season, that's a big time to look at that, because that is our personal relationships. It's very focused on during this time. And so if you've got any narcissists, energy thieves, people that just don't want you happy and they're putting out a lot of negative crap, it might be time to work with some garlic, work with some grounding energy, right? As we go into Scorpio season, we got the Samhain card. That's why I feel like this is just right on track. Like we're really in tune with where we are as a collective here. This is on top, of course, of that pink dragon of Andromeda, the cow spirit, and Samhain coming up right front and center in the middle of our big Scorpio celebration, right? Our Scorpio season holiday is Samhain, is Halloween. And so it does rule the element of death, rebirth, transformation. What I feel about this season of Scorpio is that there's so much being cleared within our hearts, getting us ready for a deeper, more committed, more nurturing kind of love. But I feel like what that's doing for us is it's bringing through our ancestors. It's bringing through our spiritual guides and guardians from the other side that are really showing up and saying, we are here to help you. We are here to support you. You know, we may be physically dead, but we are spiritually very alive. So anybody that tunes into that is going to feel it big time around that period of time through, you know, All Hallows, Halloween, Day of the Dead. You're going to feel all of that through that week, that couple of days. It's going to be powerful if you're tuned into it. And the lavender herb is coming up on top of this, the lavender flower with the message of sleep. So I do feel not only are they going to be in attendance, but it's going to be very relaxing. It's going to bring you a lot of peace. You might get some messages in your dreams or messages from your ancestors in different ways that just gives you this peace of mind, and you might be sleeping like a baby, sleeping just better than you ever have for a while. And of course, using lavender oil, never a bad idea because that is a wonderful fragrance and it is very relaxing. Going into our last month of the fall, the Sagittarius season, look what we have. We have the Yule card. And I think that's beautiful because, like I said, you know, Sagittarius is that last season of autumn and it's getting us ready for, guess what? The winter beginning. So I love this. And not only that, but you know, the Samhain card had the keyword of death. The Yule card has the keyword of rebirth. So it's sort of like we come full circle. Something's being reborn in Sagittarius season, and it's getting us ready for a whole new way of being. On top of that, the herbal magic card that I pulled was cumin, which is faithfulness. So I feel like, you know, whatever it is that you've been committed to, whatever it is that, you know, you've been loyal to or other people have been loyal to you about is getting a whole new lease on life. You're having this whole new beautiful rebirth. If you're in a relationship currently, maybe it's been a little lackluster, you've been out of connection, it's like falling in love all over again. If you've got a job that you've just been, you know, sticking to, being very loyal to, got a business that you know, work on, I feel like your faithfulness pays off and you have this whole new rebirth. You get to see things in a whole new light. So absolutely beautiful, beautiful cards for our autumn season coming ahead. I love seeing it. I knew, yeah. Anytime we pull the Witch's Kitchen, everyone will start talking about food. Everyone's gonna start talking about food. The garlic, you know, for me, yeah, I love cumin too, but oh, garlic. I use that on everything. I use it powdered, fresh, doesn't matter. I never met a garlic I didn't like. All right, let's move these cards out of the way. That's awesome, Corianne. Good to see lots of people in the chat tonight. All right. And I am gonna burn a little sweetgrass to get us started here. There's Marie, Yuyi, Carmela, Moonchild, David. I'm so glad Moonchild is here. We've really missed you, sweetheart. Oh, Silver Star, yes, yes. We have missed you, Moonchild. Do you know that? You always say you need attention. Well, you got it here. We've missed you, babe. We love you. We always talk about her, don't we? So often. We're like, where is she? We miss her. She needs the love. Yeah, she's been sleeping. I did tell her she was going to be sleeping a lot in the last main big reading we did for her. I did. I know. It came up. It came up. I remember that Four of Swords coming up in your read. I know. I know it's been a thing. Yup. Good to see Ian in the chat. Yes, yes, you are Sleeping Beauty. She's got a magic spell going on. Oh my goodness. All right, y'all. I broke my mallet by accident. For my tuning fork, so I have my little guy to hit them on, but it's not the same as the mallet. I'm gonna have to order a new one. I totally, like, I was cleaning last night, I accidentally stepped on it, I heard this crunch, and I'm like, oh no, I killed my mallet. It's in 2 pieces now. So hopefully you can hear these. They're not as loud when you hit them on these, but they're still there. I can certainly hear them. Ooh. But but I'll get a new mallet soon. I was not planning on it, Carmela. I'll just see how I feel energetically. I wasn't feeling well at all yesterday. I really thought that I was coming down with something. I almost felt fevery and achy last night. I was a little worried. So I'm taking it easy with myself. Oh, that's great. All right, guys, let's start. Let's go. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm going to be doing a stream tomorrow. I'm going to go with my gut. Yeah, I hear you, Marie. I think I was just honestly really tired and dehydrated. I had been so busy the last several weeks that I think I just needed a minute. I feel much better today. Still just a tiny, teeny weeny bit, little kind of, but I think I'm all right. I think I get exhausted. Oh, Carmela, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you, sweetheart. Yeah. I don't have a game system either, David, but I do love games. I just don't get time to play them very often. The main one I play these days is just Hearthstone. Yeah, you're an early degree Libra then. Very early Libra. All right, my darlings, let's start out with our Aries. Let's see what we've got for you. This is going to be your reading all about the autumn season. So that's going to be the next 3 months of what the autumn is unfolding for you. That is going to be the seasons of Libra, Scorpio, and Sagittarius. So let's go ahead and take a peek at what we have for you. Let's do this. Let's do this. Okay. These all together. So let's start out. I'm going to start out with one card for you, Aries. This is going to be an overall message and energy of what's coming in as a theme for you during the time of autumn. Dear angels, divine beings of light, guardians, ancestors, please show us what you have for our beautiful Aries. This is going to be for their 2021 fall season. The next 3 months, Libra, Scorpio, and Sagittarius seasons. All right, so Aries, what you're going to be working on the most during this season of the autumn is intimacy. Number 26 adds up to an 8. 2 is all about relationships, and 6 is all about relationships and love. So you're going to have a lot of lessons in intimacy. You might be really opening up your heart, someone opening up their heart, really connected. The energy of intimacy supports us trusting that we are safe to allow closeness. Ooh, so Aries, that's your guiding message. That's your guiding card for the month, not the month, but the whole season. That's your overreaching. So now we're going to get into your blessings. What are coming in to bless you each month? So we're going to start with our Libra. Let's start with that one. Ooh, yes. So Aries, what I feel for this first month, the blessing of solace and hope coming through. What I feel for this first month of the autumn for you guys is that you may have been feeling very lonely, very discomforted. Maybe you've really been having a hard time getting through something. Maybe something's been really painful. Maybe you feel like, I just have no hope left. I have no, expectation of good things for the future, that kind of feeling. And so I feel like this Libra season, this month, this first month of autumn is really meant to bring back a sense of solace, of hopefulness, so that you don't feel so down, so that you don't feel so lost. Let's get a couple of tarot cards on this and deepen this message for you. Wow, and you've got the King of Cups. The King of Cups is sitting on top of this, and I think that this has a lot to do with those deep inner emotions. This is Cancer energy, and so to me, it's making good decisions about love, about emotions, about intimacy and connection. So I feel like, you know, you may have really been going through something where you're like, I just don't even want to open up. I don't even have hope of being able to find someone good to connect with. I'm just going to stick with the people I know, my loyal friends and supporters that I already have on my side. I don't even want to let anybody in, but you might be meeting somebody or something might be happening to you this month that sort of changes that, you know, and it's partly because you've had time to really learn how to make wiser decisions with your heart and maybe not jump in quite so fast. Let's get a clarifier on this King of Cups, please. Flip, flip, flip. These want to go everywhere. Yeah, because there's been a lot of waiting things out with this Hanged Man. You might have been procrastinating some. There's timing at play here as well. So, you know, it's like when the right time is there for you to open up your heart, you'll know, because the King of Cups is definitely the kind of person that is solid, trustworthy, strong. You know that you can rely on them, but you do have to see things and be willing to see things from a different perspective. You have to be willing to let certain elements of timing play out. And sometimes you just have to take a little break. Sometimes you just need a little bit of rest and downtime. So let's get your blessing. What blessing is coming through for Aries, for Scorpio season, please, Spirit? Let's see what's coming through for them for that month ahead. Ooh, yes, that's an important one, Aries. A blessing for the right words. And very interesting, when we did our collective read, you know, Gemini was our focused on signs. So it is about having the right words, speaking the right intentions. And so this is Spirit blessing you on knowing the right thing to say during Scorpio season. Because Aries, just like all fire signs, sometimes you can speak quicker or say things you didn't really mean in the heat of the moment. And this is really saying, look, we're going to step in, we're going to help you out. And if something is, you know, troubling you, or you're not sure exactly how to say it, call on us, please. Call on us before you say something you might regret, to help you get clarity on what it is and how it is you want to say it. Let's see what comes up in your tarot for this month. Wow, okay. So we have got an Ace of Wands. Feels like bright, brand new beginnings in this season of Scorpio. This is really the hand of Spirit coming back in and giving you something to be excited about, to get enthusiastic about again. And a lot of it, yes, is because you're verbalizing what you need. You're communicating what you want. And that's what brings through this powerful new beginning. And the Ace of Cups. Wow, Aries. Okay, so Scorpio season is on fire for you. Very energized, very, very blessed. The Ace of Cups is not only emotional and romantic blessing, but also divine spiritual intervention. So I would say Scorpio season looks amazing. Definitely communicate what you want and need. Yes, this is two aces, the Ace of Wands, the Ace of Cups. So I feel like a huge new beginning in love life, relationship, spiritual path, all coming up. That's a real clean sweep kind of month going on. Then we're going to get into the last month of autumn. That would be Sagittarius season. Let's see what we've got for you there. Wow, Aries. What a romantic season this may turn out to be. A blessing on your love. So, wow, I feel that you're really coming out of some stagnation emotionally in this first season of autumn, the Libra season. It starts to gain even more momentum during Scorpio season. And then by that Sagittarius month, something very blessed in the love life is happening. Let's see what we have in the tarot for that month. And you know, Sagittarius, I would say, would be probably the most dynamic month for Aries because it is a fellow fire sign. That's going to be back when you're in your solar trine. I feel like, you know, for single Aries, you may not be single for long. And for those that are already coupled, it's like your love is going to a whole new level of intimacy, of connection, communication. And that may be coming for anyone, no matter whether you're single or coupled. That's coming on the heels of having gone through just a really hard time in your relationship or in your love life. You've been going through a feeling like, oh, there's no hope. I can't move it forward. I can't meet anybody, no matter what I do. But it really starts to change pretty dramatically here. Yes, and the Six of Swords. So on top of the blessing on your love, we have the Knight of Coins, and we have the Six of Swords. So I feel like really this isn't just frivolous love offers, and it isn't just, you know, meaningless movement. I feel like there's a really deep, solid plan, strong Virgo energy here, and it's really also a plan to come out of some troubled times. Like if you know, say if you're already in a relationship, Aries, and you've been struggling with something, fighting with something, bickering back and forth over meaningless things, this is like you've come back to a grounded place and said, you know what, if we're going to be together and we're going to love each other, we've got to have real plans, and we've got to have real growth and you know, boundaries and all of that good stuff. And we've got to be willing to forgive each other for anything in the past. We've got to let bygones be bygones. We've got to make this real conscious choice to get in this boat together and leave the troubled times for the smoother, calmer waters ahead, for the better places ahead. This is a great reading. It's a really great reading, Aries. I am going to pull one last card for you. That's going to be from the Magical Spell card deck to give you a ritual focus for your autumn, where your mind and alignment and energy are best used. Best possible decision. Oh, I love this card. Yes, it really incorporates the energy of Artemis, the goddess of the bow. Help me to see what must be known. And so, Aries, this is all about focusing those intentions where you want them to go. Also interesting, like I said, that Sagittarius month is very powerful, very, very blessed. And I feel like it's a result of, you know, purposeful living, intentional living and speaking. Pay attention to your words. They have power. Pay attention to where your mind goes. It has power. But wow, great, great autumn ahead for my Aries folks. All right. Let's get on to Taurus. Let's see what we've got for you. Yeah, Aries is rocking and rolling this autumn. All right, so Taurus, let's see what we have got for you coming up. This is going to be a reading for the fall season of 2021. So we're going to be looking at your energies, whatever's coming in for you for this next 3 months. That would be Libra season, which we just started, Scorpio season, which is our second month of autumn, and Sagittarius season, which is our third month. So let's go ahead and get one card for you that's going to be showing what your big focus is what your big learning experience or journey will be for this autumn season, this next 3 months. Please, dear Spirit, guardian guides, and angels, show us Taurus anything they need to know for their highest good, please, for this autumn season ahead. Ooh, Taurus, the third chakra is your big focus for this next 3 months. And I love that it's a number 3 as well on this. The energy of the solar plexus chakra helps us to realize who we are and who we want to be so we can set a course towards our goals. You know, Taurus, the third chakra is that solar plexus. It's all about our confidence, self-esteem, self-worth. And I would say that for any of you, if you've been struggling at all in those areas, it's time to rebuild yourself. It's time to come from a place of confidence, of golden light. Definitely take some time to get out in the sun. That might be an interesting thing to do. Get out in the sun, Taurus. I wouldn't, hesitate to do that. You might want to work with a crystal like, the citrine. This is excellent for the third chakra. Tiger eye is also a great stone for the third chakra. And you can also, of course, check out on YouTube, look up sound therapy for the third chakra. Listen to those sound files. That's very, very good for healing and highlighting any chakra system. But it has a lot to do with you this next 3 months. It's not about, I can't get what I want. It's, do you have the confidence to get what you want? Do you have, the positivity? Do you have the self-worth about yourself? So let's start out with our Blessed Bee cards. We're going to pull one of these for each of the 3 months of autumn. For Taurus, please. Libra, Scorpio, Sag season. Those face it down so that they're a little bit of a surprise to me when I flip them over. So for the season of Libra, our first month of the autumn, we have a blessing for healing of injury or illness. So Taurus, part of this third chakra card could tie into something to do with your health, something to do with healing that you need. For those of you that might have been struggling with an injury or an illness, this is really the month where that starts to get healed. That starts to come full circle. You start to feel better, and therefore your confidence starts to be increased. You start to feel like, yes, I really can do this. Yes, I really can overcome this. If this isn't a personal injury or illness to yourself, this may be healing someone else or helping someone in your life that is dealing with that as well, and having the confidence to do that for them, to assist them in that. So let's get some tarot on top of this card for you. Yeah, this is a really healing time for you. We have the Moon card coming up, and that's our Pisces energy here. So to me, this is about seeing through the dark into the truth of any situation. It is very giving. It's very generous with its time, with its heart. And it's really it's a card of the inner subconsciousness. And those moon cycles could be really important for you for this Libra season. Get a clarifier for that, and partly what could, needs to be healed for some of you has to do more with the spirit, more with the soul, rather than anything physical or external. And the Judgment. Wow, resurrection energy. Ooh. So Taurus, I feel like whether it's you that's been going through a difficult time health-wise, physically, or it's someone else that like you are really helping them out. You really know how to do it deep in your soul. And that Judgment, that's that higher vibration of the Death card. So it is about a rebirth, a big resurrection, things coming full circle for you. And yeah, I love the little bunny, because in Asian cultures, it's the bunny in the moon, the rabbit in the moon, not the man in the moon. But yes, Taurus, beautiful month For the beginning of autumn, it's a Libra energy, it's a little bit of Scorpio energy, and Pisces going on in there. I do feel that you're very intuitive and very in tune with what needs to be healed and the places that you're really resurrecting, that you're really coming back to life. Moving into the next month, Scorpio season, our second month of autumn, is a blessing on a homecoming. So there could be somebody literally coming back home to see you. You could be going to visit someone else. You could finally be getting into a new home or a place that feels more like a solid home base for you. But that is a very beautiful and very positive card. Something feels like, oh, I'm back home. I'm where I'm meant to be. I don't feel like I'm wandering anymore. I know exactly where home is. So let's get into some tarot for you for this Scorpio month. And that's going to be the Five of Cups. Yes. Oh my goodness. You might have been feeling kind of lonesome. You might have been really feeling kind of lonesome or mourning something from the past. Mourning something from the past. There's always that feeling of like focusing on something that's kind of painful, focusing on the things that haven't gone right. But there's always that Two of Cups in that card that are still standing, right? That are still standing. And so those are the things that you should be putting more of your focus on. Mourn what you need to, let go of what you need to, but embrace the good things that are still there. And the Three of Cups, yes, because it's not all bad, right? It's definitely not all bad. There's a lot to celebrate. There's that blessing on the homecoming, and you may have some things that bring up a lot of emotions or make you feel kind of sad, or you're grieving something from the past, but you've got a really, really good support team of friends, family. There could also be good news coming in from one of them, or you may have good news to share with them as well. But I feel like once you arrive at that home center, once you come back to whatever that is for you, Taurus, you feel really happy about it and you feel good that you made that decision. Going into the last season of autumn, that will be our Sagittarius month. We have a blessing on the senses that gift the world to you. So I feel like your senses are already very heightened, Taurus, because Taurus, you have the most heightened senses of the zodiac. You can smell things, taste things, feel things, touch things in a way that other people just can't quite relate to. And so I feel like your senses are what gift the world to you and gift you that sense of being. And so I feel like for you stepping into this December time, wow, you are really coming back full circle to yourself. You may suddenly have some epiphanies where it's like, wow, the trees and whatever it is, the birds, have never looked so beautiful to me, or, this coffee has never tasted so good to me, or I've never enjoyed, seeing my friends so much as I do now. There's just something that it's like your senses are just heightened, they're awakened, and you're just feeling every moment. You're enjoying every moment. Let's get into some tarot for Sagittarius season. Ooh, yeah. And I feel like with this, there could be someone very strong in your life returning, because we had that Five of Cups in the Scorpio season that you might have been feeling kind of down about something. But look at this, Six of Cups comes in on this Sagittarius season. So there might be a reconciliation of some kind in love. Someone that you've been thinking about, dreaming about, finally reciprocates. And that might be, for some of my Taurus folks, that might be like why everything just feels more beautiful all of a sudden, right? There could be that real, like, things really came back together in a way that you didn't know they could. It's a very nostalgic, sentimental card. I would also say that that's an inner child card as well. It can be really healing and restoring something to yourself that you thought was lost. Let's get into a clarifier here. It's a very emotional autumn. Very emotional autumn is what I would say, Taurus. Your feelings are super heightened all of these cards are watery. All of them. Okay? I'm just letting you know. On top of that Six of Cups, we have the High Priestess. So I feel like, you know, if there's a reconciliation or if there's some kind of, you know, reunion of you and a soulmate kind of feeling, like you're going to even know it's coming before it does, because the High Priestess is super intuitive. You're going to know what to do if it comes your way. It's lunar rulership. So strong signs on this, obviously Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Very, very, very emotional and watery kind of autumn for you, Taurus. So just keep that in mind, that you really are moving more in the realm of spirit and emotion rather than of practicality. And sometimes you might need to just, you know, really kind of keep those little hooves on the ground. Keep your confidence center high with that third chakra. Very important, because sometimes, you know, emotions are great, but they can get kind of moody, kind of blue. Sometimes you can doubt yourself. So if you ever feel yourself slipping into that, remember to strengthen up that confidence center, that third chakra. Let's get a magical ritual card for you. Let's see what is the biggest thing Taurus should focus their intentions upon for this autumn. Health, yes. And you started with it and you ended with it. A blessing for healing on injury and illness. And your ritual card is the health card. So definitely focus on your mental, emotional, and physical well-being. Mother Earth sweet, Mother Earth bright, bring me to your health and might. Yeah. And you are the Mother Earthing kind of sign there, Taurus. You really are. You are that Earth Mama energy, the Gaia energy. Take good care of your physical vessel, because you are going to be dealing with a lot of emotions. A lot of emotions this autumn. Let's see what we've got next. Put these all back in together. All right. Hey, HW, good to see you in the chat. All right, for Gemini, what have we got for you guys? Let's see what's coming up. So Gemini, this is going to be your fall equinox and Mabon reading for 2021. We're going to be looking at all the energies that are going on for you for this next 3 months of autumn. That's going to be Libra season, which we have just started, Scorpio season, which will be the second, and Sagittarius season, which will be third. So Gemini, let's get into it. Let's see what is going to be your main focus. What are the biggest lessons you're going to be learning, and what you need to be centered on for this next 3 months? Dear angels, divine beings of light, guardians, and ancestors, please show us what our Geminis have coming up for them for this fall season ahead. Ooh, I like that card. Yes. Originality, number 31. Look at that. So focus on your originality, your uniqueness, your authentic spirit. The frequency of originality supports our capacity to be unique and original creators of unlimited possibilities in every moment. So Gemini, I will tell you, if you haven't watched it already, just go back to the beginning of this video. There'll be timestamps in the description. Watch the collective reading, because I pulled, you know, one sign that was going to be strongest and most, you know, energized throughout the autumn season. And it was your sign. It was Gemini. And so I would say that this autumn is going to be very much about you, very much about your energy. All signs are going to be feeling that. We're all going to be learning how to connect, communicate, and speak our truth even better. And so I feel like this is really what this has to do with. It's really about speaking who you are, being unique, being original. And that's going to open you up to so many doors over this next 3 months. So let's get into your blessing cards. Let's get a blessing card for each month of the autumn and see which ones are coming through to bless you. Nice. Ooh. Wow, Gemini, you are stepping up. Stepping up big time. All right. So let's start out with the first month. This is Libra energy, a blessing on your boundaries. Look at that sword energy. And you know, Gemini, you're an air sign, so swords are your thing. But this is really strong. So any kind of personal boundaries that you've needed to lay down, any kind of negative people you've needed to cut out of your life, that's something you're doing during this Libra season. Libra season is a good time for a Gemini because it's a fellow air sign. And so you act and, you know, can get a lot done during this season, during this month ahead. And, you know, Libra is all about our personal relationships. So Gemini, if you've got anybody that has really been, you know, using you, not treating you right, stepping over your personal boundaries every time, not honoring those no matter what you say or do, you might be a little bit of that Queen of Swords right now, and you might be getting ready to just cut them out and just speak your truth. Put your foot down. Let's get some tarot on top of this. Wow, yeah, it is about your boundaries, and it may be with money. It may have a lot to do with money or something in the workplace. We've got our Queen of Pentacles, which is my little Capricorn bunny queen, and she is very nurturing. She's very, very abundant, creative. She really knows how to manifest things. She knows how to create prosperity, but she also is very strong when it comes to her financial boundaries. Yes, she is very careful about that. You know, she's very conscientious of, you know, if somebody keeps asking me for money and they keep not repaying it, even though they say they're going to, maybe you should put your foot down with them. Gemini, don't be the bank. You're not everybody's bank. And if there's somebody that keeps coming to you and keeps saying, Gemini, can you help me out? Can you help me out? Can you help me? It's like, well, you can only do so much. So honor those boundaries, guys. Honor those boundaries, because the bunny, you know, in that card is the symbol of abundance. It's the symbol of prosperity. And, you know, bunnies make a lot of bunnies. And so, you know, that is that bumper crop that we're able to create. So, you know, that's why she's nurturing that little bunny. This is my favorite queen. I'm a Capricorn and I have bunnies, so she is definitely my favorite queen. But you got to care for that, right? You've got to nurture your own spirit. You can't just be always the one that's giving it to everyone else. So let's get a clarifier on our Queen of Pentacles here. Is the Ace of Swords. And so I do feel like this is almost, you know, and you can't entirely blame somebody if they've been taking advantage of you, because this is partly, it takes two, right? It takes two to get into a situation. Eight of Swords is really about freeing yourself. And if there is a situation like this and you just know it's not healthy, you know it's not good for you, free yourself from it. Know your boundaries. Your blessing is on your boundaries this month of Libra. So if you feel like you've really got to put your foot down, Gemini, you may not really enjoy having that confrontation, but it needs to happen for you to free yourself from that limitation and that feeling of being trapped or stuck. The next month, look at this. These blessing cards, the way they're laid out for you, Gemini, they blow my mind. They really do. For the season of Scorpio is a blessing on a battle that cannot be avoided, okay? So my feeling is there could be something major that you've just got to confront. There's just something that you cannot avoid, even if you want to. Like, it's got to be dealt with. And there may be, like, for some of y'all, a person or a situation that you've tried to work it out diplomatically. You've tried to work it out, you know, however it is, the most civil way that's possible. But you might just have to kind of take the gloves off and just say, look, not playing with you anymore, and just really, really kind of throw down, you know, in the nicest way possible. Of course, I'm not telling you to go punch somebody in the nose. But, you know, if you need to, you need to. Some people do need to leave you. But there is a battle of some kind, a confrontation of some kind that you're not going to be able to entirely avoid. Scorpio season is certainly a season of things coming up to the surface to be dealt with and cleared. So Gemini, get your armor on. Get ready. Get ready. You're going to be fighting this autumn a little bit. This is a feisty season for my Geminis. Let's get a little tarot on this one. Exactly, Silver Star. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. And I think you'll be very victorious with this. We have the Six of Wands on top of it, so I do think you will win that battle, however that, takes place. That is a recognized victory, success, a breakthrough, a triumph, some kind of accolades or recognized achievement. So it might not just be you, that's in this fight. You might be an advocate for a group of people or for several people, and they're like rooting for you, right? Because there is something that's recognized about this victory. They're like, yeah, go get them, Gemini. Oh, yeah. And I mean, it turns out great. It turns out great for you. Look at this. 10 of Cups and 6 of Wands. Any kind of confrontation or battle that you have to fight during Scorpio season, Gemini, it comes out great. Like, it just increases your confidence. It increases your romantic and emotional connections. I almost get this feeling like if you're in a relationship, they're just like, good job, honey. And it makes them so proud of you, right? That's how this feels. Like, you got them. You did it. You overcame the giant or the monster. And look at the last card coming out for Sagittarius season. Morrigan is coming in here. Morrigan's blessing of peace after the battle. I can't get over these cards. The first one is a blessing on your boundaries. The second is a blessing on a battle that you cannot avoid. And the third is a blessing of peace after the battle. So it's like everything calms down. Everything gets better after you've confronted this, after it has deep ramifications. That's what it feels like. Because it's not like, oh, you just had this thing and it blew over and everything's good. It's like, no, there's really long-lasting effects and results after this confrontation or after this battle that you've gone into. So Gemini, you're my little warrior this autumn. You really are. Let's get into some tarot for you. And Temperance, yes. I feel like it restores the balance. That's what this really does. It's like peace is being restored, balance is being restored. Sagittarius energy on that Temperance. It's like you're going to a whole new level. I also feel that with the Temperance card, this is a card of resiliency, and it's also being reminded that you are stronger than you know or knew. Yeah, you're so empowered from this, Gemini. So empowered. Look at that Aries energy of the Emperor. Fire energy, major arcana, peace after the battle. I get this feeling, it's like, now nobody's gonna F with you. Nobody gonna mess with Gemini after this autumn. Look at what's on the bottom. Big Bunny. The King of Coins, right? The King of Pentacles and the Ten of Wands. So I feel like something difficult or challenging is being brought full circle. And I know Moonchild in the chat is just losing her mind right now because the Queen is the lady with the bunny and the King is the bunny itself. I love that on the Pentacle suit. Big Bunny. Those are adorable cards. That's why I love that deck. That is the Star Spinner Tarot. Star Spinner Tarot. It's such a great one. Let's get into a magic ritual for you, Gemini. Let's see what you can use to focus your energy for this autumn, please. Healing. Yeah, there is some healing because after a battle, after that, you got to do a little healing and grounding. Candle flame, burn this hour. Bring to me your healing power. So yes, heal yourself within and without, Gemini. This is a powerful month. Get your armor on. Get yourself ready. Keep your mind sharp. You might be really strongly called on to defend yourself and others. I feel like it has a lot to do with more than just you. This autumn, you're stepping it up in a big way. My little fighter. Still can't get over the progression of those cards. It's just that's yeah. Getting ready for the battle, having peace after the battle. It's exactly the way they came out. It's exciting. Thanks for calling our signs out, Moonchild. Appreciate that. And Silver Star as well. Y'all are doing great. Hey, Yuyi. Welcome back, babe. Yeah, let's do a little bit of that after that gem read. That was a crash, boom, bang kind of reading. Boy, that was. It was wild. All right. Hey, Kathleen. Oh, I know. By the end of this stream, I'm going to be starving. I'm like already thinking about food. Cancer in the house. Happy autumn. I was almost ready to say happy holidays. But happy autumn equinox. Happy Mabon to you, Cancer. This is going to be your reading for the next 3 months. And this is going to show you what kind of energies and blessings are coming through for you during the season of autumn. That is going to be Libra month. Libra season is our first month of autumn. That's where we currently just started. Then there's going to be the second month of Scorpio. That's the second month of autumn. The third month of autumn is Sagittarius season. So we're going to look at energies for all 3 of those for you. Dear angels, divine beings of light, guardians, and ancestors, please show us what you have for our beautiful Cancers for our autumn season, the next 3 months of the autumn equinox. And let's start with the one card that's going to be their main focus, main lessons that are going to be coming through for them. Ooh, Cancer, it is transparency. Beautiful card for one thing too. So transparency is your lesson, your main energy. The energy of transparency supports our expansion towards a higher vibrational state of being with more insight, honesty, and clarity. When I see that word transparency, it makes me think of being open, vulnerable, not having secrets, not having things hidden, but being very upfront about everything, just crystal clear as glass, right? Just the sun shining through you and being able to just be completely free because you're telling the truth, you're speaking your truth, you're being yourself, not afraid to just be open up to you. All right, let's get into your Blessed Be cards. We're going to pull 3 of those, one for each month of the autumn here. So our first month, oh, a blessing for a fresh start here, Cancer. So we're starting our autumn out with new beginnings, new starts. Anything that you're beginning right now here, anything that you're starting from fresh, Cancer, you're being blessed on that. So don't be afraid to do something new, to start something new. Spirit is absolutely saying that you have our blessing to go forward on this. Let's pull some tarot. Ooh. I'm going to pull those other 2 and put those on the other months. So on top of this, we have the 9 of Pentacles. Beautiful card. I love the owl on her shoulder in this one. To me, this is an especially good card in a woman's reading, but you don't have to be a woman to have this be a good card, because it is, you know, a woman in business. It is somebody who has a successful business, is running things well. Whether they're single or coupled, they're happy either way. They're just very fulfilled within themselves. They have good foresight, good wisdom, good vision. So Cancer, what you may be starting or feeling this new start of in the month of Libra, in this first month of autumn, is that you may be starting a business. You may be thinking about, you know, finally I'm getting this going after I've been working on it or procrastinating or planning about it for so long. So it is a beautiful new start to something that's going to be very fulfilling down the road and bear quite a lot of fruit for you. And clarifying is the Judgment. Look at that. So to me, again, you know, this is the higher vibration of the Death card. So this is really letting go of the old life, having a rebirth, being resurrected, being restored, phoenix from the ashes. You've already gone through the death, the transformation, and the transition. For some of you, you could be starting a whole new job, starting a whole new business or career, something that's really foundational for you. And you just feel like, wow, I've got a whole new life. I've got a whole new lease on what I'm doing. So very nice beginning of the autumn is a lot of new beginnings. The next month, this is going to be for the month of Scorpio. This is the blessing for the Scorpio month. Oh, a blessing to lift sadness. So Cancer, you are a moody sign. You are ruled by the moon, so you do have a lot of moodiness, absolutely. And so if you're going through heavy emotions, heavy, you know, feelings deep within, this is a blessing to lift that away. And I will say, you know, during Scorpio season, you might really have that kind of feeling, right? You might get into those deep, heavy emotions because Scorpio is those heavy emotions. And on top of this, we have our Empress card from the tarot. So I feel like the biggest way out of those heavy emotions, of those dark nights of the soul that may come through that month of Scorpio season, is really to get creative. Get creative, get nurturing, caring for yourself, caring for others, doing something that really channels that energy into something productive. Because the Empress, that is Libra energy, that is Taurus energy. She's creative, she's passionate, she's resourceful. Very similar energy, interesting enough, to that Nine of Pentacles, right? Productive, abundant, prosperous. So let's get a clarifier for our Empress. That's the biggest way to kind of lift yourself out of that sadness, is just get going. Take action. Do something that really makes you happy in your heart. And the King of Swords. So I also feel like making a plan is part of this. This is Aquarius energy. So definitely making plans to go forward, right? Not lingering and dwelling on the past. Cancer is tough for that because Cancer is a very nostalgic sign. It's very easy for you guys to focus on the past or get caught up in memories or sentimentality. But on top of this, we have that King of Swords. So to me, this is really about looking forward, not looking backward, right? Making a good strategy to go forward. On the last month of the autumn, which is Sagittarius season, let's get into your next blessing. Ooh, Cancer, a blessing on growing older. So to me, no matter what your chronological age is, this is really saying that you are being blessed as you grow in your years and your days. You're gaining in wisdom, you're gaining in understanding, you're gaining in knowledge, and integrating that into your life. A lot of times, you know, we have such a negative view on getting older, especially in America, is, you know, we always, it's like everybody's so obsessed with being, you know, 20 forever, but that's just really ridiculous. And a lot of, you know, most societies view aging as the best way, right? They view that as a much better thing because that brings wisdom, that brings understanding and a lot more peace. So to me, you know, there is a blessing on, you know, this gaining in wisdom, gaining older, gaining age, you know. And it's like Cancer, you might get into that feeling like, oh, you know, I'm really you know, maybe my life is, you know, falling away, or my life is, you know, not what I wanted it to be. But really, this is saying this isn't a negative thing. Getting older doesn't mean anything bad. And so we have the Three of Wands on top of that. And this is all about waiting for those ships to come in. And I feel like this is really the blessing of this period of time for you, is you've put in some effort, you've put in some years, you've put in some energy on something you've been working on. And now the Three of Wands says, let this come back to you. You know, the energy and the good works that you've put out there, the time and the years that you've put in, let that return to you. You don't have to chase it down. So let's get into a clarifier for the Three of Wands, please. Eight of Wands. And when you do that, it moves forward very quickly. When you allow your ships to come to you and you don't chase them down, things start to move a lot quicker, Cancer. Eight of Wands is very, very fast. Fast-moving communication, fast-moving energy. If you felt like you've been waiting, you won't wait forever. You won't wait forever. Look at this. Oh, yeah, we've got our Eight of Cups on the bottom. There's some things you've had to leave behind for that fresh start. There's some things. But we've got the Lovers card coming in there too, so there could be greater love as well on the way to you. Be transparent, be open, don't keep secrets, don't hide your feelings. Let it all hang out this autumn here, Cancer, because that's going to keep you in a much better place. Let's get into a magical spell card for you. Let's see what kind of ritual energy would be best to focus all of this into. Nice. We got psychic protection. That's interesting coming up. So around me now, a shield of gold protecting me, strong and bold. This makes me feel like Archangel Michael, right? Or any of the spiritual beings that really protect us from negativity and lower vibrations and entities. So call on that, Cancer, right? Because not all the sadness that you feel is always yours. It could be that you're absorbing, you know, some of that from people around you. So if you ever feel attacked, I would always say call on Archangel Michael. You can use some black tourmaline or obsidian. Those are very good at absorbing negative energies. Like me, I always have my little spray bottle of my holy water. There's just different things that you can do to protect your personal space. So great read, great read. A lot of new beginnings coming through for you for this season. It's a lot of action going on, y'all. It takes all kinds of trolls to make the world go round. We had a troll or two last time I live streamed, and I was joking how it takes all kinds of trolls to make the world go round, because I said we got all kinds. You know, some are like the sexual perverts, some of them are like the religious zealots, some of them are just weird and are like talking about butts and farts and stuff. It's, you just never know. Like they're all kind of entertaining, sort of. Whenever we have trolls, I never take it bad, because I figure, you know, if I wasn't getting any attention, then there wouldn't be trolls at all. So it's, trolls are good luck. Trolls are always good luck. David got him. Yeah, that's what Corey Ann said that. She said her friend got his hair dyed blue and looked like a troll, so took his eyes, we did. Arthur voice. I love that I have a bunny rabbit named Arthur. That was before I ever started watching that show. I named him Arthur Capel after Coco Chanel's longtime lover, boyfriend person, yeah. because Bunsen is my little, she's like little Coco Chanel as a bunny, and so I was like, I'll give him a fancy name, Arthur Capel. Yep. So funny. All right, so let's get into Leo. Leo. So Leo, wow, this is going to be your autumn equinox. Happy Mabon reading. I hope you guys are doing great. This is going to get into energies and blessings that are coming through for you for the next 3 months. That's going to be Libra season, Scorpio season, and Sagittarius season, the 3 months of autumn. So we're going to start with one main card that's going to show you kind of your overall energy, your focus, what lessons are being learned and embraced during this fall season. Dear angels, divine beings of light, guardians and ancestors, please show us what you have for our beautiful Leos, our lions and lionesses out there for the autumn season of 2021, please. Any blessings and messages that they need for their best and highest good. I love this. Oh, Leo, your card coming through for autumn is Strength, number 38. And you know why I love this? Because in the tarot, one of your main power cards in the major arcana is the Strength card. That's the one that has, the symbol of spirit, the woman and the lion on that card. So I think that's very empowering for you. It just, to me, is an extra affirmation that this is going to be a powerful autumn indeed. The frequency of strength supports our ability to harmonize all our qualities and skills towards a strong and balanced way of being. So Leo, you're embodying really your own one of your own strongest qualities, which is strength. And you have a strong heart, Leo. Leo has a big, strong heart, lots of courage. So you may be very much called upon this autumn to use those qualities and really step into your famous strength and confidence. Let's get into the blessings that will come through for you. I'm going to pull 3 cards, one for each month of the autumn. I like this already. Oh my goodness. Okay, so Leo, the first card out for Libra season, the first month of autumn, is a blessing on your creativity. So you are a very creative sign. Leo is a very theatrical sign. They really do love the theater. They love anything that brings their creative qualities to the surface. Any sort of performance, whether it's musical, artistic, speaking in public, painting, teaching something, they're very, very tapped into that. So for all my Leos with creative abilities and skills, which is pretty much all of y'all, it is, this is a very blessed month ahead. It's a blessed autumn season indeed, just getting going in this Libra month. So let's get into a tarot card for this. Let's get a little tarot on these messages. All right. Ooh, and it might be creative towards a lover, Leo, because here's the Lovers card, Gemini energy. And so I would also say, for my coupled up Leos, you might be doing something creative with them. You might actually have a creative or artistic project that both of you are working on together. Maybe you're playing music together. Maybe you're both in a stage play together. Maybe you're writing something. Maybe you're, working something out where it's like, we're going to, create a production. We're going to get people to work on it. You also could be using your creativity to impress or entice someone that you really care about, that you really have your eye on, or vice versa. I love the energy of Libra for you, the season of Libra, because it is a sextile to the sign of Leo. It opens a lot of doors of opportunity. And interestingly enough, this is a Gemini card, the Lovers. And so that's also another sextile, a lot of doors of opportunity. And so what I would say to you about that energy, Leo, is that you've really got to be aware of when those doors of opportunity open, because if you miss walking through them, they'll just kind of close, right? You can't just sit there and wait for it all to happen. You have to kind of take some action towards it. So when those doors of opportunity start to open, Leo, make sure that you're ready to jump through. Let's get a clarifier here on these cards. Ooh, and the Empress, my goodness, yes, very, very hot month, very creative, very sexy, Leo. Absolutely, super passionate. The Empress is ruled by Venus, and so there's some more Libra and Taurus energy. I feel like that just adds an extra blessing to this first month of autumn, and it really does bring through a feeling of prosperity, generousness, open-heartedness, like you're really coming in very strong. For my creative Leos, yet again, huge confirmation that you should be working your magic. I don't care if it's just little arts and crafts at home, all the way up to a huge stage production that you're starring in. It doesn't matter what it is. You have got to get that creative spirit out there. Make sure you're speaking, make sure you're singing, whatever it is that, you know, really channels that out for you, absolutely be doing it. Going into the following month, that's going to be our Scorpio season, our second month of the autumn. We have got the blessing for peace of mind. And I think that you do need a blessing on peace of mind during Scorpio season, Leo, because that's one of the more challenging seasons for you. It is a square to your sign. Scorpio is deep, dark, mysterious, and intense. And Leo, you are sunny, upbeat, optimistic, and open. So it's a very different vibe. You will need to be a little bit more focused on your peace, contentment, and working through those feelings of pressure and friction. That's just going to be important. We do have as well the Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups sitting on top of that is your tarot card. And so I do feel as well, there could be a little bit of angst, a little bit of frustration or feelings of, you know, wanting to get closer and closer to your dreams, your goals, your wishes, your desires, and feeling like you may be a little bit thwarted or you've got to jump over some hurdles to get there. But don't give up on your dreams, Leo. Don't give up on your goals. This might be a little bit of a setback at times, but don't worry. You're going to get there. Just be, you know, just be aware that there could be a little bit of funkiness during Scorpio season for you. But it's all going to turn out. Like it's not bad. It's really not bad. Keep your peace, keep your contentment, keep yourself in a good mental place, because we've got the Ace of Wands coming out. This is the hand of spirit granting us a whole big new passionate beginning in life. And so I do feel like your hopes, your dreams, your wishes, desires, they're like right around the corner from happening. You know, just don't give up on them. Don't give up on them. Next card for Sagittarius season. This is one of the most positive seasons for Leo because it's a fellow fire sign. And that blessing for that month is going to be a blessing on your love. So anything that's getting heated up or started in Libra season, it just keeps getting better throughout Sagittarius season. So I would say overall right now the cards I'm getting for you, Leo, they are very sexy, they are very intense, they're very loving, they're very creative and passionate. Queen of Cups is sitting on top of this blessing of love. This is Scorpio energy. Funny enough, you know, Scorpio can be challenging, but you might be bringing in some Scorpio energy. You might really be quite, yeah, let's get rid of this, please. Yeah, I'm not putting up with that. All right. Yeah, so here we go. I know. Yeah, it's just you're immature. So sorry about that, guys. We are doing this through a live stream and we had a troll come in. So funny enough, Leo, you know, even though Scorpio season can be a bit challenging for you, you are bringing in some of that energy, which is deep, intense, passionate, honors its emotional boundaries too. And I feel like the kind of love that you're cultivating, nurturing, and working on, especially as you get into the last month of autumn, is really beautiful. Like, it's actually a place where you are integrating lessons of personal boundaries, emotional boundaries, right? Because the Queen of Cups definitely is about those personal emotional boundaries, right? She's the one, you know, that keeps the lid on that cup. So she's very discerning about who she lets in. And Leo, you have such a big heart. You may in the past have let just everybody, you know, into your life without really, you know, vetting them or being very patient about seeing who they really were first. I feel like that's changed quite a lot, and you're letting better people into your life. Um, but if you're single, you may be meeting somebody through a creative outlet or venue, and they make you feel like the king or the queen that you are. Yeah. There's some beautiful cards here. Let's get a clarifier on this Queen of Cups. But be strong, you know, don't give in to like feelings of depression or sadness or am I good enough? Don't let that get to you. On top of the Queen of Cups, we have the Five of Pentacles, right? So there's that fear of scarcity. There's that fear of being left out in the cold, or feeling disconnected from someone. I think that for you, is that sometimes when you put those personal boundaries down and you kind of say, look, here's what I'll accept, here's what I won't accept, you get a little bit scared that you're going to be cut off from source or from love or from deeper connection entirely. But that's just not true, right? It's a choice. It's a choice, Leo. Make your choice to take that walk around the side of the building. Go in where the lights are on and it's warm inside. You know, but I think your love life is going to be quite blessed this autumn season for those of you who need that. And it's really just a matter of keeping your peace of mind, keep your eyes on the prize, of what you truly want and desire and wish for. Stay strong. Stay strong. I know what it's like to have a big heart. Sometimes it's great, sometimes it kind of sucks, you know, because when you got a big heart, you can love big, but you can also get hurt big, right? So, but I would say it's still worth having a big heart. Just be a little more discerning about who you let in and how you let them treat you. That's the only thing about it. Let's get a magical ritual card for Leo, please. And your health is coming up here, guys. Your health is coming up. So Mother Earth sweet, Mother Earth bright, bring to me your health and your might. Yeah, focus on what's good and healthy for you. Healthy relationships, healthy love connections, healthy personal relationships. And take good care of your body. Take good care of yourself. If you attract somebody that's very health conscious and likes to take care of themselves, likes to take care of you, you know, that's an even bigger bonus there. That could be a real, like you get someone like that in your life, Leo, and you're like, oh yeah, remember what Ariel said about that? Yeah, keep a healthy person around. That's right. All right. Are you taking off on us, Moonchild? Hey, Ocean Garnet, good to see you. She's got to go. She got her Aries, her Cancer, her Leo reading, and now she's out. She's out. That's okay, babe. Thank you so much for being here. We love having you. Gwen's here to take the second shift. And Silver Star's still here. She's our long haul. She's pulling the all-nighter. Aw. But we always, oh yeah, Yu doesn't want you to leave. She's like, no, no. Well, not a minute too late there, Gwen. We got Virgo up next, so we're ready to start on you. Virgo, happy autumn equinox, happy Mabon. I hope you guys are having a wonderful evening tonight as we do this live stream. This is going to be your reading for the next 3 months of our autumn season. Libra month, Scorpio month, and Sagittarius month are 3 months of autumn, and we're going to bring through messages for each month to give you some ideas about what's coming through during this time for you. And we're going to start with one main card that's really all about your personal lessons, personal energy and path through this next 3 months of autumn. Dear angels, divine beings of light, guardians, ancestors, helpers, and healers, let's see what we have for our beautiful Virgos for this next 3 months ahead. Libra, Scorpio, and Sagittarius season of 2021. Please show us what they most need to know for their highest and best. Ooh, Aries had this, okay? Aries got this card as well. So first card out, this is your energy, your lessons, your path for this autumn 2021 is intimacy. The energy of intimacy supports us trusting that we are safe to allow closeness. So this is a big one, Virgo. You know, letting people in closer, allowing yourself to love deeper, not being afraid to let someone in, especially if you've been hurt in the past or gone through some difficult times, as we all do at times in our life. This is very, very strong. Very strong card. It's a 2 and it's a 6. It's a 26 on there, and both of those numbers deal with relationships and love. So let's get into your blessing cards for the next 3 months. Wow, Virgo. This is a big one. This is a big one. I really feel the energy of my own dad with this card is a blessing for good men and fathers. Oh my goodness. Not only was my dad a great dad, great father, but he also loved robins. He loved that bird right there. He was crazy about robins. So when I see that, boy, I feel like he's here with us. So Virgo, I would say for Libra season, if you are aligned with masculine energy, if you are a man or a father, I would say that this is really bringing that energy very strong, where you're like, I really want to be the best dad, the best man that I can be, and I really need Spirit's help to do what's right, to stay strong, maybe going through a hard time and coming through it in a really strong, positive way. For those of us who are more aligned with the feminine, if you're looking for a guy or looking for a good guy in your life, or you're a guy looking for a guy, no matter what that plays out like for you, this is really looking for that, right? Looking for a blessing of a good man, a good father figure, that divine masculine energy for you, something that really is super positive, super supportive. Very beautiful card. I really love that. And so it's also a balancing act, right? It's a balancing act, right? It's Libra energy, Libra month that this card is pulled for. And, Libra is the balance of our partnerships, of our relationships. Let's get into some tarot for you on top of this, Virgo, please. Oh, wow. All right, so I would also say that Virgo, yeah, for a lot of you, it's like whoever you are, no matter whether you align as masculine or feminine, you're really looking for your divine masculine counterpart, or you're looking to be that divine masculine on a very high vibration. We've got the Lovers card coming in here second. So I love this. It's like there's really that dynamic of bringing this beautiful energy into all of your personal relationships and dynamics. The Lovers card is also Gemini alignment, so it is about good communication, sharing your thoughts, feelings with each other, and being very open that way. And again, we had that card of intimacy. We had that card of intimacy. So this is a strong month of opening up, drawing in that divine masculine presence or energy into your life. Let's get a clarifier here. Seven of Pentacles and being patient for it, right? That reminds us, like, oh, that old song, you can't hurry love, no, you just have to wait. And some of you might have felt like, I have been waiting, I have been praying, I've been hoping. Here's that Seven of Pentacles, and this is about cultivating relationships, pulling the weeds out of current relationships so that they can grow and breathe better. This could be necessary counseling for some of you. Talking through a hard time and really stepping into that leadership position in all of your personal relating. Going into the second month of autumn, that would be Scorpio season. Wow, we've got a blessing on the children. So Virgo, those of you that are parents or are, you know, in a relationship with someone with children, or you're co-parenting, whatever that is, there's definitely this energy. It's like we had that blessing on good men and fathers. Now we're getting this blessing on children. This is a really fascinating reading so far. So any of you that have kids in your life, this reading is much more for you. If you don't, it may not speak to you quite as directly, but maybe you have fur babies. That's me. I got fur babies. So, you know, this may speak to that as well. So yeah, this is a really strong card, beautiful message for those of you with children or those of you who are thinking about having children, right? That's a very possible message as well. You know, this may be saying, is the timing right? Look at that. Eight of Pentacles is the card on top of this, right? Is it a good time for me to think about having a kid? Is it a good time for me to think about adopting or bringing home a new pet to take care of? It's very possible, and it may be very blessed. You know, Scorpio month is a good season for Virgo. It's one of the best out of the autumn, really. It's my favorite because Scorpio and Virgo actually create that very nice sextile alignment. You won't get the trine alignment till Capricorn season. And so that's definitely the most positive planetary month for you is Scorpio time. But timing is definitely part of it. The other thing that I would say for you, if you're a teacher, this is going to be big energy too, because the Eight of Pentacles is a teacher. It's also a student. It's that apprenticeship kind of energy where, you know, you're learning a skill. Someone's teaching you a skill. So if you're a teacher or if you're teaching children or teaching other people, that's very, very strong as well. You could be doing quite a bit of that, and it could be very fulfilling in that month of Scorpio. And the Ace of Swords is coming through, so there's some kind of clarity. I feel like if you've needed answers on your vocation, if you've needed answers on, you know, whether or not to start a family or how to mentor or how to parent a current child or child in your life, I feel like that's going to come through for you in Scorpio season. It might even come like a bolt from the blue. That Ace of Swords is the hand of spirit coming in and clarifying something for you, giving you the information and the answers that you seek. Going into our last month of autumn, that's going to be Sagittarius season. We have a blessing on the senses that gift the world to you. So Virgo, this is a beautiful card. Taurus had this card as well in the same position. So if you got a Taurus in your life, you might want to watch their reading as well, because they may be sharing a lot of that same energy for the last month of autumn. This is all about your senses being heightened, smelling, tasting, touching, feeling everything in a much more beautiful way. Yeah, it does remind me a little of Virgo, right? It has that Virgo energy to it for sure. You know, the maiden with the flowers and, you know, just that whole like the harvest in the background. It really brings that Virgo feeling. But to me, this is, like I said to Taurus, this may be that feeling like, oh, the sunrise has never looked so beautiful. You know, this food has never tasted so good. You know, I've never been so happy just to enjoy being, you know, and feeling things on that level very, very tangibly. So I would say, you know, Sagittarius month could be very, very enjoyable, and it could bring you back this feeling like enjoy every moment, savor everything that comes into your life, right? Because your senses are going to be heightened for it. The 10 of Pentacles is on top of this card. So I feel like, you know, the last 2 months, first month you had the 7, second month you had the 9, not the 9, but the 8, And then third month, you get the 10 of Pentacles. Boom, boom, boom. So I feel like there's something really growing during this autumn season. And because it's the Pentacles, it could really be your business, could be finances improving slowly but surely. Could be, you know, getting into those better relationships that have longevity and loyalty and harmony to them, and just feeling more rooted, more stable. Because all those earth, all those pentacle cards are very good for you, Virgo. That is your element right there. And the Eight of Swords. I feel like you're freeing yourself from something to enjoy greater abundance. Virgo, you can be very much like Capricorn, and you sometimes deny yourself the fullness of life. And so I would say that you've really got this choice during Sagittarius season, and it may rub you the wrong way a little bit. It may cause you a little stress and a little bit of friction, but it's really important that you set yourself free to enjoy life a little bit more, right? Don't hold yourself back from enjoyment. Don't hold yourself back from enjoying the fruits of your labor, especially if you've been working really hard, which most of you do, let's face it. Y'all are a hardworking bunch, my Virgos. Let's get into a spell or ritual card here. Let's see what your magic is best focused on. Confidence, yes. Oh, Virgo, be confident. By earth and air, water and fire, let my confidence take light and burn higher. So believe in yourself. As cheesy as that might sound, Virgo, don't let yourself fall into that trap of, oh, I'm not good enough. I don't have what it takes. I can't make it that far. You know, and also have confidence in intimacy. Have confidence in yourself that you do have the strength to open up and allow people to love you and allow yourself to love them. What a beautiful reading. It's a good one. Yeah. Oh yeah. It can be. It can be, Gwen. I do know that for sure. All right. I love the seasonal readings. I really do. You're welcome. I love the seasonal readings. They're just, oh, they speak to me. They're really enjoyable to look at what's coming up over the 3 months. All right, Scorpio. Not Scorpio, sorry. We skipped Libra. I can't do that. Cannot do that. Libra is the hot sign of the night. All right, Libra, let's see what we've got for you. Happy birthday to all my Libras out there. We have just started the sun's movement and journey in your sign. Very, very excited. The sun's entrance into the sign of Libra is actually what officially begins the fall equinox. So you are the first sign of autumn, and this reading is going to be all about the next 3 months ahead and what those energies are bringing in for you. Let's start out with one main card that's going to embody your journey and the lessons you're going to be learning the next 3 months. Dear angels, divine beings of light, guardians, and ancestors, please show us our fabulous Libras as we look into the next 3 months of this fall season of 2021. Please show us anything they need for their highest and best good. Ooh, I'm feeling that one's coming. Ooh, I like this. Now that's a long word there. Multidimensionality, Libra. Multidimensionality. The frequency of multidimensionality activates our awareness of our true essence, which is eternal and multidimensional. So Libra, this is really about coming into your own and seeing all the different facets of yourself. If you have felt, stuck in only one way of doing things, one way of seeing yourself, this is really calling you and encouraging you to see the endless, miraculous possibilities that lie within all the different dimensions of yourself, all the different levels and layers. Activates the essence of the awareness of our true essence, right? Getting down, it's almost a cellular level feeling on that picture. That is, it's like going down to the cellular basics there for you. I like the purple too. That's a very Libra color, I always feel. They love their purple. Let's get into your blessing cards, Libra. I'm going to be pulling 3 of these for you, 1 for each month of the autumn. So we'll see which month, which blessing is coming in for each month. Sometimes when you talk so much, you're like, ah. Gotta untwist the tongue. All right. So first month for Libra. Ooh, yeah. Blessing on your intuition. More purple here, I'm telling you. And do that, that is the crown chakra, that purple card. And so it is a blessing on the intuition. That multidimensionality coming through feels a very high vibration as well. So I feel, Libra, this month, your birthday month, the first month of autumn, it has so much to do with your personal intuition, your personal depth. You are an air sign, and many times you get really caught up in the mind, right? But this is really encouraging you to get more into the spirit, get more into that higher vibration, that higher realm, and connect with your guides, connect with your deep inner knowing. Let's get some tarot on this for you. Ooh, the Queen of Wands. So I feel like, with the Queen of Wands, that's Leo energy. It's very sunny. It's very solar. It's very magical, very confident, really believes in itself. And so I feel like in a lot of ways, when I see these two together, you're really choosing to own your intuition. You're choosing to believe in the feelings and the sensations and the messages that you receive. You've got that little owl there sitting in that, card. And so to me, that's really seeing through the darkness, seeing through to the truth of the matter, and that in really believing in it, right? Having confidence. It's like, yes, I know this. I feel this. It's not going to steer me wrong. My intuition is guiding me properly here. Because that Queen of Wands, she is a magic queen, right? She is. She knows how to use that side of the world. And the King of Swords. So they're really teaming up here on the opposite ends of the spectrum. Leo and Aquarius energy, respectively here. And they are the two opposite on the polar sides, right? So I feel like both your intuition, your emotions, your heart, along with your mind are really meeting up in a nice balance that helps you to really use that intuition to navigate whatever situation's coming up. You might be doing a lot of planning this month, Libra, in your own season, in your own month. You may be really doing a lot of, searching and saying, I got to have a good strategy to go forward, got to have a good plan to go enact my future. That's a big thing that's coming up for your personal month here. Second month of autumn, Scorpio season, the blessing that you are receiving. Oh, and I love this for Libra. A blessing to ease loneliness and bring companionship. And that's a big deal for my Libras. I know it is. I can be such a lonely, solitary goat that I can handle lonesomeness better than most signs. But Libras don't handle loneliness well. They don't like it. I know they don't. And so this is definitely coming in for my Libras. If you have felt lonely, if you have felt just like, I wish I had somebody to just hang out with and go do things with and party with and chat with and have fun with, This is really beautiful because I feel like Scorpio season could be bringing you that person or those people or that tribe that just, gets you and really wants to be your friend. On top of that, oh yeah, look at what we have. We have the Knight of Wands on top of this. So I would say the other thing about this would be the, kind of addendum to that, is that you may need to get up and go outside of yourself, Libra. You may need to do some things that are not in your usual comfort zone, because the Knight of Wands is Sagittarius energy. It's a traveling energy. It might be time to go somewhere new, see something different, talk to people that might not be your usual kind of group, but they end up being perfect for you. That kind of feeling. There is something about movement. And, wherever you travel, even if you travel by yourself somewhere, I have a feeling that once you come back, you'll have a whole bunch of new friends. Like, you're going to meet people when you go out. It's really going to be interesting. Ten of Swords. Yeah, because what I feel on this, when you take this into the whole, and, she's sitting there with her sword. She's sitting there with her sword, and that to me is that Queen of Swords. Libra Queen is the Queen of Swords. And there's that Ten of Swords clarifying these cards. And so I feel like this is the end of some difficult times, the end of old betrayals, heartbreaks, wounds, and you've probably had some friends that have really let you down in the past. You've probably had some people that have really broken your heart and betrayed your trust. And so it's time to move forward from this. It's time to go somewhere new, try something different. Don't try to meet new friends or new people in the same old places that you met all the old ones. Go somewhere new energetically and vibrationally. Going into the month of Sagittarius, our third month of autumn, Libra, your blessing is a blessing on a homecoming. Aww. Yeah. So I feel like something's coming back home. You may be coming back home or going to a new place that feels like a home, This could be a blessing on finding a new home, even for some of you. On top of this, we've got the Page of Swords. Lots of new information coming in, lots of new ideas, lots of new thoughts. It's a very youthful air sign energy. So keep your mind open to what the idea of home is like, right? Don't get stuck in just one way of doing it. That's a mentally flexible card right there. Pages, 2 pages on that homecoming. 2 pages on that homecoming. Wow. So yeah, new energy, guys. Blessing on the homecoming is very much about finding a new path, staying flexible for what that might bring. Page of Pentacles is an adventurer, ready to go to the next level. Sorry about that sneeze. So yeah, very strong, very positive. A lot of new beginnings is what it feels like in the Sagittarius month, though. I feel like, oh, look at this. Look at this. Bottom of the deck, we had another Page of Wands. So bright, brand new life. New starts there, Libra, in the month of Sagittarius. And the bottom, we had the Three of Swords. So I just really feel like it's some kind of end of a heartbreak. Some kind of an end of loneliness, of people not being what you think they are. You're ready to try something new. You might even be ready to move. Like, you might literally be ready to either move from your home, whether it's down the street or across the world. You might be ready to try somewhere new. So let's get a magical ritual card for you, Libra. Let's see what you can focus all this energy into. Glamour. Glam it up, Libra. More purple. Just saying, more purple. Into this mirror, I now see the realms of possibility. So yeah, this is all about seeing new possibilities. New possibilities, new ways of being, revamping your life. Glamour is not the same as like beauty. It's not like, not all of us can be like beautiful or whatever, but it's all of us can be glamorous. That's the thing that's so cool about glamour. Yes. Like, you can be glamorous no matter what age or who you are. Doesn't matter. You can glam it up. Glamour is all about a state of mind, style, personal confidence, all of that. So, but I love the message of this because it's really saying that you see the realms of possibility. We had 3 pages at the end of that reading, and they are about possibilities, new beginnings, fresh starts. And so, you know, you might really be kind of looking in that mirror and going, you know what? I'm looking at something new. I'm looking at you know, being and feeling in a new way. You know, and if other things have been disappointing, haven't been giving you what you want, might be time, Libra. That's a lot of movement for Libra over this autumn season. That's what I'm feeling for y'all. And you are one of the signs that, in a lot of ways, gets the strongest energy from this. You, Scorpio, and Sag, because this is your seasons, right? And so I do feel like you're bringing through a little bit more immediacy here, you know, through these months. These are great. Really great. Multidimensionality. Look at all that purple. Crown chakra. You might want to do some crown chakra meditations for yourself, Libra. Just a thought. Do some crown chakra work. Listen to some sound therapy on YouTube. Just like type in sound therapy crown chakra. That's what I would do. Gorgeous. Something's getting activated up there. What was it? There was a night that I did a read for Virgo. I think it was the full moon. And I just, oh man, I had a blast to my crown chakra. It was like, what is going on with Virgo? I'm still not entirely sure what that's about, but they got something going on. Yeah. It was like, whew, I felt it. Just. All right, Scorpio. Scorpio, the second sign of the autumn. Second sign of autumn. This is all going to be about your autumn ahead. Happy autumn equinox. Happy Mabon, Scorpio. This is your 2021 fall forecast. We're going to be doing some cards that are all about the energies and messages that come through for each 3 of our autumn months. It's going to be Libra season, Scorpio season, and Sagittarius. And we are going to start out with one main card for you that will show what your main journey and lessons will be this fall. Oh, what a nice card. Number 22, friendship, is your card this fall, Scorpio. So I would say, yes, this will be a season of greater friendships, greater connections, you going to see them coming to see you, and sharing in a greater friendship. The energy of friendship supports our intrinsic desire for connection with others based on mutual affection and appreciation. That's beautiful. 22 is also a master number. So you may be either, you know, cultivating or deepening a friendship that's very meaningful and has a lot of impact on your life, or you may be meeting someone that, you know, brings that to you that is brand new to your life. Let's get into your blessed be cards. We're going to pull one blessing for each of the months of autumn to see which blessings are coming in for each of those. Ooh, okay. I like these. Nice. These are really good cards. First card out for Libra season is a blessing on your health. Scorpio, if you've been going through anything, or if you are concerned about your health, concerned about your stamina, concerned about your fortitude or your strength, this is really coming in to give you a little bit of support. So there is a blessing on your health, habits, routines, all of that. Of course, I love the fact that there's a dragon in this card too. If you have a dragon in your life, let them help you. They'll go pick you some berries. Very obviously. Let's get some tarot on this for Scorpio, please. All right. On top of that, we have the Page of Swords. So Libra time, Libra season for you is really about keeping your mind open, gathering information, sharing information. And I would say that, you know, along with this, if there's something health related that you've been concerned about, haven't been able to find answers on, definitely start asking your friends. Start asking people for referrals. Start asking them for advice. What do you think would help this? What do you think would be good for me there, right? Don't be scared to open up and just talk about that and collect information from different sources. But also, of course, be careful about the information you receive, right? You know, I always say with the Page of Swords, don't believe everything you read on the internet. I always say that about that card. So, you know, it's always that thing, like if we've got something health-wise going on, we look it up on the internet and then we get scared to death because we think something horrible is going to happen. Don't do it that way. Talk to like an actual doctor, talk to a friend who's well, you know, versed in health issues, etc. Six of Pentacles. There's something that could be a little out of balance for some of you Scorpios. None of this is intended to diagnose or, you know, give you an outcome here on a health situation, but I would say that for some of you, if it's not something of an emergency nature, you might try something like massage therapy, acupuncture, yoga, those kind of things, herbal medicine, you know, Chinese traditional herbs, things like that, because the Six of Pentacles is a balance energy. It's an equal give and take, equal reciprocity. And so something physically could simply be out of balance and just needs to be brought back into balance for some of you, which of course is always the root of health, right? Something needs to be brought back into balance. So don't ignore your health for this first month of the autumn for Libra season. Second card, what we're getting for your blessing for your own season, Scorpio, very nice card, is a blessing on a new venture. So Scorpio month, Scorpio season, the second month of autumn is very blessed for you. Keep your eyes on the prize. Don't get dissuaded from what you really want. Keep your eyes on that target, Scorpio. And I would say that you are very, very good at getting what you want because Scorpio focus can be so laser-like. You really, really know how to hone in on something and go get it. But if you've got a new adventure, can't help it, but this artwork on this card reminds me of Sagittarius, that archer, right? And that's the next month. So I almost feel like anything that gets started this month, your birth month, Scorpio, it just carries over to the next month, right? There's a real blessing on a new adventure, a new project, a new job, a new place you want to live, whatever it is that's new for you, that you've got your sights set on. It's going to be very good. And look where we're going. We've got the Ace of Cups coming up on top of it. So I feel like Spirit is blessing you big time on something that you begin during your own birth month energy. Very, very nice. Huge blessings coming in. Let's get into a clarifier, please, for the Ace of Cups for Scorpio. And it's the 7. Oh, Scorpio. Like I said, keep your eyes on the prize because you might be ready to shoot that arrow and hit that target, and then suddenly the 7 of Cups comes up, dun dun dun, brings you all these other options, right? And they might be worth taking a look at, but I wouldn't get too dissuaded from your original goal. This might add something to the goal. It might give you a little bit of nuance or a little bit of extra to add to it, but I certainly wouldn't let it dissuade you from your original intentions because those are very positive and very direct. Going into the month of Sagittarius, our last month of autumn for you, Scorpio, we have a blessing on bringing prosperity. So look how beautiful that this turns out. I feel like you're really, going for the next level of your life, maybe going for the new job, the new place to live, etc. And then once Sagittarius month comes around, we have a blessing on prosperity. So I feel like whatever it is that you're doing during your birth month really starts to pay off during the month of Sagittarius, that last month of the autumn. So on top of this, we have the Two of Pentacles. This is about balance in your finances, balance in your personal life, and bringing more fun and more joy into your daily work experience. Let's get a clarifier on these cards, please. And we have the High Priestess on top of that. So use your intuition. Listen to that, right? Listen to your intuitive voice on how to balance money, how to balance financial concerns and issues. I really think you're going to be fine here, Scorpio. I think it's just a realignment. You're going towards something new, though, getting into your own birth month. But focus your first month here, this Libra season, next 30 days or so, focus that mostly on your health, getting the questions that you need answered about health issues, and really bringing yourself into balance. Let's get a ritual card on this read, please. Again, the health card coming out. Yeah, health is a big deal for you. And the biggest reason I feel, this is really coming out for that first month is because if you don't get your health aligned and balanced during this month of Libra, it's going to be a lot harder for you to get the things done that you have coming up on your plate for the next 2 months. So focus on that health card. Absolutely. Great read, Scorpio. Guys, I'm going to take a quick 5-second break, and I will be right back, y'all. We'll finish the last of these. All right, guys. All right, let's jump into Sagittarius now. Now, Sagittarius, this is your reading for the fall equinox and the season of Mabon. This is for 2021, so this is going to be looking at the next 3 months of the autumn season to see what kind of energies are coming through for you. You are the last sign of the season of the autumn, so you are definitely highlighted in this reading as well. So let's go ahead and see what your first card is. That's going to be your journey card, your lesson card, what's being brought up the strongest for you during this 3 months ahead. Your angels, divine beings of light, guardians, ancestors, please show us Sagittarius what they've got coming up for them for the autumn of 2021. Ooh, so look at that. The 6th chakra, guys, that is the third eye chakra coming up. That's being very highlighted for Sagittarius. So the energy of the third eye chakra supports our inner sight and intuitive abilities. It's really about clearing out that third eye, that intuitive spot, and really clearing the mind. I would say, Sagittarius, if you've been really dealing with a lot of unnecessary worries, anxieties, overthinking, etc., it's really about clearing out that part of yourself. You might even want to do some energy work around the third eye, listen to some sound therapy that supports the third eye. Be very, very helpful for you. So let's get into your blessing cards. We're going to pull one Blessed Be card for each month of the autumn. So that's going to be 3. Libra season, Scorpio season, and of course, Sagittarius season. Nice. Ooh. All these feel really positive. We're starting out our Libra season for you with a blessing to heal a relationship. So Sagittarius, whatever needs to be healed in your personal relationships, whether those are romantic, friends, family, co-workers, etc., this is coming through with healing. So anything that you do towards those ends, I think that's very, very positive indeed. Let's get some tarot on this message. So Sagittarius, on top of that, we do have the 3 of Pentacles. So for some of you, I can definitely see where this could be a work relationship. Somebody that you work with, somebody that, you know, maybe you see every day, maybe things have been kind of tense, or maybe you just haven't been on the same page like usual. And it's really time to harmonize that and remember, hey, we're both on the same team. We're both trying to get the same things accomplished, because the 3 of Pentacles is all about working with other people to achieve a common goal. And so even in, you know, a romantic situation, it could be the same. You could be saying, you know what, look, I know that we've been at odds lately. I know that something has gone wrong, or we need to apologize, or we need to forgive each other for something, but really we do want the same things in life here. We do want to build the same stuff. Wow, and I think it's going to turn out really well for you here. Oh my goodness. 10 of Pentacles on top of that. So I feel like, you know, something is going to be healed in a big way. Like, you know, once you have that good conversation, once you have that meeting of the minds, I really feel like it goes to a much better and very, very sweet level very quickly with that 10 of Pentacles, because that's loyalty, that's groundedness, that's a future, right? That's a future to plan for. Going into our second month of the autumn, that's going to be Scorpio season for you, Sagittarius. This is a blessing for peace of mind. So I feel like anything that had been worrying you, anything that had been stressful, it's like Spirit is really coming in here to bless that. That's going to take away a lot of your anxieties, a lot of your fears. It may take, look at that, we've got our Hermit card coming up on top of this. It may take a little bit of time to yourself to just meditate, reflect, focus on what's true for you. Give yourself a little time out to just relax for the season of Scorpio. And I would say Scorpio season can be very intense for Sagittarius, because it is, you know, highlighting that universal 12th house for you. And so that can be very emotional, very, you know, deep. It can really dig up a lot of heavy emotions. So give yourself a little time, patience, and grace. On top of that, we've got the Four of Swords as well. So to me, that just completes that full circle of needing to have some downtime. Scorpio season is definitely your time to relax, let go of fears and worries, tap into your personal meditative reflective space, or take a little trip to clear your head. And the Four of Swords is certainly making sure to get those naps, making sure to get extra rest and some time out from the battles of life. Going into your own season, the last month of autumn, Sagittarius season, is a blessing of protection. So all these cards, they feel very personal. Like the blessings that you're getting, it's like on your relationships, on your peace of mind, on your level of protection and feeling safe, right? It all feels very cozy, very emotionally and intimately connected to you. So very much you are being protected. Tap into that. If you're feeling vulnerable or unsafe in any way, Sagittarius, reach out for that. On top of this, we have the Knight of Cups. And the Knight of Cups is some Pisces energy, and it's all about those emotional or love offers being received. So somebody might bring an emotional offer to you, and it makes you feel a little bit nervous or a little bit on edge, because it's like, oh, am I safe? Can I open up to this person? I've been hurt before. I've got this Five of Cups still in my head. I don't know if I can really be safe with a new person. So really take it as it feels right to you, because the Five of Cups, of course, is that feeling like, you know, some really tough stuff has happened in my life. I've really had to deal with some grief and some mourning. But then after that's done, you might look behind you and there's those two cups that are still standing. So Sagittarius, listen to your heart. Spirit's reminding you that you are protected no matter what. So if somebody does ask you out on a date, or somebody does say, hey, Sagittarius, I've really got you on my mind. Don't let that make you feel nervous, okay? Just keep that in mind. Let's get into a ritual spell card for you to channel all this energy. Confidence, yes. Like I said, it could make you feel a little nervous, you know, to have a love offer or to do something new in your social life. But bring through that confidence there. By earth and air, water and fire, let my confidence take light, burn higher. Believe in yourself, and also clear that mind, Sagittarius. Clear that mind of old thoughts, worries, anxieties, or fears. It's very important for this autumn season for you. And now we are stepping into our signs of the winter, funny enough. So we're ending our session tonight with is going to be Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. All right, goaties. Let's see what we've got for Capricorn. All right, so happy autumn, happy fall equinox, Capricorn. This is your reading For the 3 months of autumn, that's going to be Libra, Scorpio, and Sagittarius season, the 3 months that comprise our autumn. These are going to be messages for each one of those months to see what blessings and themes are coming through for you. So Capricorn, we're going to start out with one card to embody your personal journey, your lessons, and your path throughout this next 3 months and what it's going to mean to you. Dear angels, divine beings of light, guardians, ancestors, helpers, and healers, please let's see what we have for our Capricorns for this autumn equinox Mabon season 2021, the next 3 months. Please show us anything they need for their highest and best good, please. Ooh, Capricorn, check it out. Number 1, the first chakra, the first card in the deck. The energy of the root chakra supports our sense of safety in a physical world and reminds us to enjoy our physical bodies and incarnation. Yes, Capricorn, you are such a rooted, grounded sign, and this is really reminding you to get centered in that grounding energy. Funny enough, I'm wearing red. Red is a great color to go along with the first chakra. So if you want to get more first chakra energy into your life, definitely wear red, orange, those kind of warm, vibrant colors, because those root us into that even deeper. You might also want to take some time to just sit outside, sit your rump down on the earth, Capricorn. That is a natural way to ground that root chakra. And also you could listen to some sound files on YouTube, first chakra or root chakra. It's also called the root, because that's what's right at the base of our spine. It taps us into that grounded energy, that earthy energy. So Capricorn, you are definitely getting grounded, stable, settled. Your experience of autumn may be very, very much about that. You might start to feel more rooted, more stable, especially if things had not been rooted for a while or things had been kind of all over the place. You might really say, you know, finally I'm starting to feel like I'm coming down to earth, like I'm really able to root, I'm able to center, I'm able to make more solid plans for the future. It's a good energy there. So let's get into your blessing cards, Capricorn. Let's see what we have got for each month. We're going to pull one for each month of the autumn. Yeah, I feel this one right now, I got to admit. I do. I feel this one. Yes, yes, yes. Oh my goodness. Okay, Capricorn, a blessing on your health. Take good care of yourself and your health for this month of Libra. I've been feeling it. Like yesterday, I did not feel good at all. And instead of pushing myself to try to work and do a stream, I said, you know what? I've got to rest. I've got to eat. I've just got to rehydrate, take care of myself. And I'm feeling a little bit worn out right now too, because I've been going for a couple hours. So definitely, guys, Capricorn, take good care of your health, balance things. I know I will be. I will take time off as I need to, and you should do that as well. This does give you the absolute potential to overcome any existing health issues, right? Anything that's been kind of bothering you or something in the back of your head, this could also be a good time to seek out maybe a new doctor or a new kind of therapist, because, you know, maybe the old one just didn't have the answers that you needed for your particular situation. So let's get into some tarot, please. Let's see what our messages for Capricorn are. Got here. Ooh, is the Three of Cups. Yeah, lean on your friends, Capricorn, you know, for any assistance or any help that you need with your health. If you've got like a big appointment or something that's, you know, a big deal, or you need someone to drive you, you know, don't hesitate to reach out to a friend. But I also feel like this could be good news, right? This could be a negative test. Like if you have something that, you know, comes up and it's like you're nervous about it, like this is good news coming back for you. That it may not be as bad as you think or thought. But I would definitely reach out to your friends. Your friends may have exactly what you need. You might say, you know what, I've been having XYZ happen with my health. And you talk to your friends about it and they go, oh, you know, I've got a great doctor, or I know a great therapist, or I know, you know, someone that you should talk to that could really help you with that. So let's get a clarifier on this Three of Cups. And the High Priestess, yes, and don't underscore your intuition, Capricorn. If you feel like there's something off with your health or you need to have something checked out, you're probably right. Don't ignore that little voice in the back of your head that's telling you, yeah, Capricorn, you need to check that out, or you need to take extra rest days for yourself, whatever it is. Don't ignore that voice, Capricorn. The next card for Scorpio season coming up, and this is a big one for Capricorn, I gotta say, because we get the moody blues. Oh, yes, we do. A blessing to lift sadness. So Capricorn, if you've been going through some sadness, some loneliness through Scorpio season, don't hesitate to reach out to the divine. Don't hesitate to reach out to your friends. There will be things that come to bless you and lift that sadness or that loneliness away from you. I will also say, Capricorn, that I have watched a few different readers over the last few days, you know, for Capricorn readings for the autumn. And that month of November, that Scorpio season, has come through as a little bit challenging on every read I've watched from other readers. And it's coming through here too. So I'm just letting you guys know, you know, that there is this feeling of transcending something that's kind of emotionally heavy, or financially heavy. But look at what we've got clarifying this. This makes me feel great. Is the Ace of Pentacles, right? The hand of spirit really coming through for you in a very manifest, tangible way. So my Capricorns, if you have felt like, you know, you might be saying to spirit, you know, I'm so lonesome. I just feel like I don't have anybody to talk to or hang out with. And you reach out and like it comes to you. Or I've been working so hard and I just am not making enough money to support myself. I don't know what to do. Put that out there too. Because that Ace of Pentacles is all about big manifest blessings, new resources, and abundance coming through. Let's get a clarifier on the Ace of Pentacles. Four of Cups. Oh, yeah. Oh, Capricorn. Yeah, you might, it takes a little patience here for some of y'all. Yeah, Four of Cups is like you've been really focused on anything that isn't working or anything that's frustrating you, and maybe you haven't been paying attention to the new ways of doing things. I will say Capricorns can get into a rut like nobody's business. They can just do the same old thing day in and day out. They think, hey, it's worked before, it'll keep working. And then when it stops working, they're like, what do I do? Like, you know? So if you've got new opportunities, I mean, look at this. We've got a hand of spirit coming through on both of these cards. This one's a big one. This one's a smaller one, but both are divinely inspired. I'm just saying. So it's like really pay attention, Capricorn, to the good possibilities. There might be something really positive. It is so important, especially through Scorpio season, for you to keep in a positive mindset. Last night, I pulled one of our little magic spell cards for the autumn. So what's the best thing for me to focus on? The card that came out was good cheer. Okay, that's keeping in a positive mindset. That's why there's that blessing of lifting the sadness, because when a Capricorn gets down like that, that's why we have that fishtail. That's where that comes in. You know, you see the Capricorn symbology is the goat with the fishtail. The fishtail is that potential for Capricorn to be very melancholy and sad and depressed and going into those deep waters of emotion, right? And so that's what you want to try to work yourself out of. That's why there's that blessing on lifting sadness, because if you're sad, Capricorn, you're not going to be productive. And if you're not productive, you can't bring through those blessings that are going to be on the way for you. So this is a key month. Scorpio month is a key month for you guys. Going into the Sagittarius month, the last month before our season starts, is a blessing of the waters. So I really like this. We just talked about that kind of watery energy that Capricorn can have, those emotions that we can have that run very deep. And so I feel like your emotions are actually being blessed. Don't look at your emotions as a bad thing or a negative thing. I feel like, you know, that side of yourself, that intuitive, emotional, spiritual side is actually being blessed. And look at what's coming out on top of this. This is the first time we've had this card come out for any of our readings as the Star. One of the most positive cards of the tarot. It's a power card. It's Aquarius energy. It's freedom, liberation, your hopes and dreams being realized. So I feel like things are going to come out really well, Capricorn. I do, but I feel like there's a few things that you got to get in check. You got to get in balance. For some of us, it's our mental health. You know, we had that thing about your health in the time of Libra. For some of us, it isn't anything physical. It's emotional and mental. So make sure that you're paying attention to that. If you are getting too depressed each day, or if you are going through something that's real, you might want to sit down and talk to a little high priestess type therapist, somebody that can really help you to get to the root of the matter. Let's see what we have. Clarifying the Star card, please. Wow, big blessings, Capricorn. I think everything's going to come out great. I really do, but there's some key things that you've got to work through. Partly your health, physically, mentally, emotionally, lifting that sadness and melancholy so that you can see more clearly the blessings and abundance that are coming through, and being willing to try some new things when it comes to stuff like work or emotional options. And we have the Queen of Pentacles on top of all this. To me, like I said, this is one of the power cards for Capricorn. It is the Capricorn Queen with her little bunny rabbit of abundance and prosperity. And so I feel like there will be greater prosperity coming into your life, especially during that Sagittarius time. For those of you that, you know, maybe you're in business or working for yourself, there could be a lot of good stuff coming through at that time of the year for sure. But hang in there. It's going to get better. Any kind of loneliness or sadness you're going through is temporary. I don't want you to focus on it and make it bigger than it actually is. Instead, I want you to focus on seeing the good stuff that's coming in, because there is going to be that on the way too. Yes, there you go, Capricorn. There's your magic spell card for the season of autumn, is letting go. Allow the wisdom to remain, but the sting I shall never feel again, right? Take the lesson, take the wisdom, let go of the pain, let go of the difficulty that you went through gaining the wisdom. Very nice read, Capricorn. Get grounded, get rooted. Don't let your loneliness get the better of you through Scorpio time. It's all going to be okay. All right. Goaty goats. I always believe in the goats, you know. They have what it takes to get through. Yes, thank you, Ocean. Thank you, David. Yeah. Yeah, literally, like, every Capricorn reading that I've watched for autumn has said that, like, Scorpio season would be the most challenging time of all of them. I don't think it's going to be bad. I think it's just going to be a thing to get through. And, you know, honestly, like planetarily, Scorpio energy is pretty good for Capricorn. So in that respect, I don't dread it at all because, you know, planetarily, astrologically, Scorpio and Capricorn are a sextile. So the key word there is opportunity. Look for the doors and windows of opportunity. Because that's the whole key, right? That even showed up in the cards. It's like if you look for the opportunities that are coming your way, that's going to lift you out of a lot of the heaviness or sadness that you might experience during that period of time. It is the darkest time of the year too. Let's just face it, you know. When there's not as much sun, it affects you in weird ways. Even though I'm a night person, I still need to get my sun, you know. All right, we got 2 more to go, so let's start with Aquarius. Aquarius, let's see what we have got for you. Happy fall, happy Mabon. This is going to be a forecast reading for the next 3 months that show you what's coming up for the autumn ahead. So dear angels, divine beings of light, guardians, ancestors, let's see what we have for our fabulous Aquarius folks out there. This is going to be, we'll start with one card that will embody your personal journey and lessons that will be coming through for you for this month. That's 3 months ahead. Aww, Aquarius is a beautiful card. And it is union, the energy of union, number 44. The energy of union activates our ability to unite our outer and inner aspects toward a state of wholeness. So Aquarius, you've got a lot of energy coming through when it comes to connection, whether it's with you and a loved one, whether it's just within yourself, bringing all the different, you know, aspects and parts of yourself into a harmonious, joined up, and concise being. That is so beautiful. You may be very focused on that. Focused on union, focused on home harmony with those 2 4s in there, the number 44, adding up to an 8. Very focused on manifesting a union. That's really what you're very strongly focused on this next 3 months. I can definitely see that. Let's get into your blessing cards. We're going to pull one for each of the 3 months of the autumn season. That would be Libra, Scorpio, and Sagittarius months. Ooh, yeah. Look at this. I like it. Okay, we're going to start out with the Libra month that we are currently in, first month of the autumn, a blessing to heal a relationship. This could be any relationship in your life because Libra is all of our relationships, whether it's romantic, friendship, family, co-workers, etc. If there's been anything that has been off center, off track in your relationship life, no matter who it may be with, and you know, whoever's watching this, you know who it is, right? I don't even have to tell you. You know who that might be, Aquarius. But this is really saying, don't worry too much. Things will be healed. Things will work out the way that they're meant to be. And so you don't need to stress out too much over it. Let's get into some tarot for these. Yes. Yes. And Aquarius, we have the Devil card sitting right on top of this. This relationship dynamic could be with a Capricorn or about a Capricorn, but what I feel more from this is that, you know, it could be a relationship that might have been controlling in some nature, someone who would not allow you any freedom or liberation to simply be yourself, someone who maybe has been really upset because they didn't get you to do what they thought you should do. They wanted to sort of trap you or keep you in a certain stuck place, and you sort of broke free of it, so they might be very upset about that. This could also be an argument or situation with a coworker because this is some definite Capricorn energy, right? And that can be about work. That can be about people in the workspace. And I would also say that for some of you, even this could be a relationship that needs redefining, because many times that devil energy, I'm not afraid of the devil card, not at all, because this is really about breaking free of something that has been difficult. You might have to stand up to someone. You might have to put your foot down because, you know, there might be a little, you know, a little bit of messiness there, you know, where they've really tried to be controlling or stick you or trap you in a certain space. Let's get a clarifier on top of this card. And the Empress. I mean, I think it's really going to turn out all right. I really do. I think it'll come out okay no matter what. But I honestly feel like what's going to happen in the, you know, in the long run of this, or as it plays out, is you're going to be restored to a feeling of sovereignty and power over your life, especially if there was someone kind of telling you what to do or how to be or where to go or how to think. You might break free of that kind of limiting or controlling energy and remember it's like, this is your life. It could have been about something in love. It could have been about something in love. I get more the feeling that this could have been a controlling situation, whether in a workspace especially, or even with a family member. But, you know, it's like love wins out because the Empress is about pure love. She's Venus rulership. And I feel like you get back to your power. You remember, hey, you know, I know what's good for me. I know what feels right. I know what makes me happy, right? And what makes you happy is usually the right way to go. So in the center, Scorpio season, probably the most challenging season for Aquarius because it is a square to your sign planetarily, is a blessing on your boundaries, right? And I feel like this has already sort of been set up in the cards that came out for Libra season. I feel like whatever it is, whatever relationship dynamic that's being worked on or being healed, it's like you really have to stay firm in your personal boundaries, right? And Spirit's going to bless you on that. It's fine. Step up for yourself. You don't have to be mean. You can be very diplomatic about it, Aquarius, but you will have to, you know, enforce those boundaries. And as a result, look at that. Page of Wands is what was sitting on top of this. So it is all about having a brand new, happier feeling, a brand new, happier start. It's again, it's like, you know, go towards the thing that gives you the joy. Go towards the thing that brings you that happiness, because the Page of Wands is that happy, childlike, free, innocent energy. You know, it doesn't feel stuck. It doesn't feel worried. It's all about new roads opening up ahead too. Five of Swords. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Aquarius, I feel like you either have or have had someone in your life that's very challenging. Like it's their way or the highway kind of feeling, because Five of Swords is the kind of individual that's like they don't mind winning at all cost. They want everyone to do what they say. They don't mind stepping on others to get where they're going. And so you may really have to cut someone like that out, because this is that real like, should I stay or should I go kind of energy. This could be, yeah, this could be some icky people or icky person that you kind of have to cut some ties with or have to sort of stand apart from to say, you know, look, you know, you can't say that. You can't act like that. That's not cool. Going into the future, beautiful card for Sagittarius season. We have a blessing to find the truth. We have that beautiful white raven in that card, which is a deep symbol of magic. So Aquarius, I feel like the truth will be revealed. Don't worry. Don't worry. The truth will be revealed. The answers will be given. You will get what you need. And look at this. On top of that is the Ace of Cups. I feel like you're super blessed when it comes to love, when it comes to relationship and harmony, because the Ace of Cups brings in great blessings of love, spiritual commitments and unions. And that was your whole energy of your card, was union at the beginning. So hang in there. The answers that you seek will be found. I think your love is going to be very blessed. If you have someone already in your life, or if you have yet to meet that love of your life, Aquarius, it feels very, very nice going into that last month. Let's get a clarifier on the Ace of Cups for you. And the Three of Cups, not the Three of Cups, I'm sorry, the Three of Swords, right? I feel like it's an end of heartbreak because what you have around you is so positive. The only heartbreak that I could really see around this is that as a result of, you know, getting the true answers, figuring out maybe someone's even been messing with your sweetheart. Maybe someone's been saying nasty things about them even. And you find that out and it's like, like it really hurts. For some of you, there might be a disappointment in love, but I really feel like it's going to turn out. I do. I just feel like there's something that's going to be cleared. There is somebody or something that's going to have to, yeah, there's just somebody that's not the most honest or awesome around you. You've got a Seven of Swords on the bottom and a Queen of Swords. So Aquarius, whew, when you've got that Seven of Swords, Five of Swords, Three of Swords going on, and a Queen of Swords coming out, I'm just going to tell you, this autumn season may be very clearly defining either a troublemaker in your personal life or your workspace, and really having to do the necessary either separation or confrontation to enforce your boundaries with them. Just saying, because it all comes back to your union. It could affect, you know, like your main personal relationship, husband, wife, girlfriend, boyfriend kind of thing. You know, they might even be attacked or something, or you might be. And there's something that you've got to really close ranks here with. I know. But it's yeah, it's all coming out there. It's all coming out there. But you got something good in your life, but you also got, you might have a mosquito to swat too. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff coming out with that one. Let's get a magical spell card. Let's see a good ritual for Aquarius to focus this energy through. Safe travels and psychic protection on the bottom. I had to just flip both of those for you. I feel like you need the extra. Safe travel card is great. You know, if you especially are at a distance from someone, or you're going to see someone, or they're coming to see you, keep me safe and let me roam far away, but bring me home. Very, very nice energy. So if you've got traveling to do, or someone that you love does, that'll be very positive. Psychic protection is also there, because I definitely feel like there's somebody around you that's just kind of maybe not the nicest. Around me now, a shield of gold protecting me strong and bold. I would say, Aquarius, if you feel like psychically or spiritually attacked, make sure that you're calling on Archangel Michael. Sometimes it's good to just, like, do you want to spray some holy water or burn some sage around me or around the house to help clear the energies. Burn a candle of protection. There's a lot of different things you can do to kind of raise that vibration around you and keep the negative stuff at bay. Because I feel like your light is very bright. Yeah. I feel like your light is very bright right now, and you know, as a result, it can certainly bring its share of insects. Eucalyptus works pretty well, Corianne. For clearing and cleansing though, I tend to like things like sage, sweetgrass, Palo Santo. Those are really kind of the best ones for that purpose. Eucalyptus is good when you're feeling under the weather though. It's very, very good. Oh my goodness, guys, I am tired. I might have to take a break tomorrow night. Sorry to say. Yes, I'm very tired right now. All right, so Pisces, we are wrapping up our evening with you. Let's go ahead and take a look at what you have ahead for you for the autumn. This is going to be your fall equinox and Mabon reading for 2021. We're going to look at each 3 months of our autumn season to see what you most need to know coming up. So let's start with one card to embody your personal journey and lessons that you'll learn through this fall season. Dear angels, divine beings of light, guardians, and ancestors, Please show us what you've got going on with our beautiful Pisces for this 3 months of autumn, Libra, Scorpio, and Sagittarius seasons coming up. Very nice. Ooh, and it's a number 8. I love to see it. Pisces, abundance. The energy of abundance activates our ability to manifest the wealth we need and the sense of fulfillment that comes from a heart and soul that are overflowing with love and gratitude. Wow. I love this one. My personal life path number is 8, so I always love to see an 8 come out. And Pisces, that really makes me feel like you're getting ready to manifest some big, beautiful things into your life. Maybe things that you've been working on for even quite a while, starting to come full circle. So let's get into your blessing cards here. Let's see what we have got coming through there for you. We're going to pull one for each of our 3 months of autumn. See what each month brings as a blessing for our Pisces. Wow, I like all of these. This makes my heart happy. All right, Pisces, a blessing for support is for you for this first month, the Libra season of autumn. If you have needed support, backup, divine intervention, or help, this is definitely coming through very strongly. Don't ever hesitate to reach out for help, support from the universe and from the divine. It will be on the way very quickly if you just call out for it. So let's get into some tarot. Oh my goodness, I like this reading already. Wow, and I would say that this could be like financial support here, Pisces. 10 of Pentacles is really strong for that. It is also those loyal friends, like people that you know, trust, have a history with, all of that. This is also Virgo energy. So if you have Virgo friends, Capricorn, Taurus friends, Earth sign people, this is extra, extra supportive here for you. You know, you might just literally need to say, look, you know, I'm having a hard month. I need some financial support. And they come through with it just like that for you. Let's get a clarifier, please, on this 10 of coins. Five of Swords. And yes, be careful whose help you accept. I would just say that because the Five of Swords is negative people many times. It's people that, you know, are only in it for themselves, only, you know, want to win, you know, make everybody else a loser, step on others to get where they want. So you will know the difference, Pisces. You will absolutely know the difference, right? And I would say that this could also be a time of boundaries, right? Because this not only, it's like it's support, but I feel like the people who truly support you, love you, know you, they're going to know if somebody bad or negative is around you that's just, you know, taking advantage of you or wasting your time. And they're going to tell you straight up, Pisces, don't accept less. Don't give in to people that don't have your best interest at heart. Going into the month of Scorpio, the dynamic month for Pisces, because that is a water season, you bring in a blessing of fire. I love that. I feel like this is just, you know, strength, enthusiasm, optimism, vitality, positive aggression and assertion coming through. So I feel like you're very fired up and very, very strong for the month of Scorpio. On top of that, wow, we have the Fool card. So this is taking a leap of faith. You might feel a little bit more impulsive, a little more spontaneous when it comes to the month of Scorpio here, Pisces. You might be really willing to try the untried, to risk things, just to let go of all the unnecessary worries, fears, and doubts and say, you know what, I'm just going to take action. I'm going to go forward. I'm going to move to something new and better for me. Standing up for yourself is strong here too, because fire energy is like, no, I'm not going to take it anymore. You know, the Libra season, you might really kind of determine who it is that's messing with you, and then by Scorpio season, you're ready to put your foot down and leap away from them. And look at that, stepping into your own. You are definitely blessed in Scorpio season there, Pisces, with the Empress on top of that. I feel like in Scorpio season, if you are a little impulsive, if you really do just step up and stand up for yourself and jump away from negativity and negative people, you land not only on your feet, but on that throne, right? Because there it is, Venus energy. This definitely impacts your love life quite strongly. Taurus energy, Libra energy brings you back to that balanced place, puts you on that throne where you deserve to be. Going into the month of Sagittarius, our last month of autumn, we have a blessing on your love. So I feel like your love is blessed, whatever that is. If you're currently in a relationship or you're still single and looking, you're definitely being blessed on who you might meet or who you are with. Ooh, and on top of it, we've got the power card for Sagittarius. To me, that blesses this month even more because that's the sign that it's ruled by, okay? So absolutely, coming back to balance, be moderate here, take things one step at a time. If you have been, single a while and you meet somebody new, you don't need to rush, Pisces. You don't need to. And it's also a reminder, this card is, that you are much stronger than you may realize. You are much more resilient, much more tough, much more tested than you know. This combination of purity and desire are coming through very beautifully for you here in this month. So let's get a clarifier on this Temperance card for you. Five of Cups is there too, Pisces, and I feel like something could be getting triggered for you this month. It could be, especially if new love is coming your way or you're going to the next level in a current existing love relationship, because the wounds of the past might come knocking a little bit, right? You might feel something come up. That's why you need to take this Temperance card into account. One day at a time. Don't go too far too quick, right? But remember, there's good things here, right? Even if you got hurt in the past, even if there's been troubles behind you, look around. The good stuff is still standing. It's still there. This is very nice. This is a really good read. Let's get a magical spell card. Let's get a ritual message that you can channel this energy through. I think that the Scorpio season is going to be especially dynamic for you guys. Inspiration. Inspiration is a huge thing for Pisces because you are a sign of imagination, dreams, and the other world. Isis, goddess of magic, I ask thee to bring your inspiration to me. So if you've needed some inspiration, Pisces, if you feel like maybe the well's a little dry or you've got proverbial writer's block around something that you've been doing or are doing, this is really reminding you to get that inspired action and intention from the divine. Put that message out there and let it flow to you. All right, sweethearts. Yeah, abundance, inspiration. These are great cards, Pisces. Wow. Yeah. All right, guys. Have a wonderful evening. Happy fall to everyone. Happy equinox. I hope this was a good session for you. I hope these readings are rung true for everyone and are helpful if they were. Definitely be sure to hit that like button on your way out if you are here in the live chat. And it's always great to see you guys. I'm not sure I'll be streaming tomorrow. I will try my best, but I'm going to see how I feel when I wake up because I've been really exhausted and I just have had to really track my personal energy level day by day these days. So, all right, guys, have a wonderful evening. I'll be seeing you all again very soon. Take care.